and season's greetings to two balls and a mic. Here back on a Monday. The last Monday before San Diego ever plays in the League's Cup match. SanDiego.FC this last weekend, however, did beat Nashville SC 1-0 here at home. A lot of people didn't think it was going to happen. It gave us some good content for Goals, Gaps, and Greats, which will be on the top of today's episode. Thank you. Season's greetings to everybody who's joining us. We're going to be talking about the transfer news because Vasquez and Soma are here in San Diego. 2 transfers for SanDiego.FC to bolster Mikey Varas's project. The U.S. Young Men's National Team, the YMCA of MLS, is happening here in San Diego, California. Hi. We're going to be talking about League Cup here in a bit. Thank you, Philippe. It's time for two balls and a mic. Thank you for being supporters.
It's time for two balls.
Been catching a lot of people over in Snapdragon saying hello, new people, new faces. Say hello, tell a friend, be a friend. This space is the podcast that the insiders watch, sometimes really inside, but it's also the people's pod. So anybody can come in. We're going to talk some San Diego Wave as well because Dudinha has landed in San Diego Wave, the first Brazilian player, 20-year-old attacking player, coming to bolster more international players for Jonas Heideval to use, as well as what's next for San Diego
Papi Chavo in the house.
Wave. In the Papi Chavo.
Smoking the meat.
Him and I have both come to like similar meat and ages in our lives where like we start grilling stuff and start smoking stuff. Like I'm barely in grill. He's already elevated to smoking the steaks.
That's why he's Papi Chavo, man.
So season's greetings to everybody who's welcoming themselves in. And yeah, we'll talk with Abe here in a bit.
Abe's here?
Abe is here.
Where
is he?
If you don't know Abe, he is our editor-in-chief. He is our prodigy. Our pride and joy. Best of the best.
No, like that's not a prop. Like you literally write in that. Like you're a legit journalist,
cool.
bro. Like, oh, like don't show, but like just open. Like there's notes in there, right? Like just from afar. There's that one new.
Yeah, I don't want to show. I got random stuff in here. It's not always important either. I think
you got poems, everybody, poems.
This is funny. Chiva rocking some SDFC merch. Is this the first? Did he lose a bet? Proud of the city's club. Look, it was a free hat, and I just wore the hat today because I had a bad hair day. So I'm like, let me just put on a hat.
You should do it.
No.
You should do it.
I do not have a.
This was phase 1.
You're bald. You're balding. You should just go bald.
Don't like
a
the
lot
way
of
this
hair.
went.
I'm fine.
All right, welcome Will Ferrell. When is San Diego and return to play? I really want to know who it is. It's because it's Giroud, Bouanga, Will Ferrell now.
This is Will Ferrell from Kicking and Screaming, one of the greatest soccer movies ever invented.
Fantastic Four, caught up, no spoilers. It was a movie.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
You're here with me. You're here.
See, I'm very much in agreement. I didn't want to be like temper your expectations.
Here, which
all
is
is beautiful. It's my time. See, it's my time.
I think you guys muted yourself on accident. The people cannot hear you, but both of your hairs looks good.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea what I'm talking about either.
No idea.
That's so
Can you
cool.
hear me? Abe,
you guys were muted for a second, but
yeah.
I can't hear Abe.
I can't hear Abe. Abe,
can
people hear us?
We're gonna go ahead and they'll probably hear us. Abe, we're gonna reboot this real quick. Tell everybody about your Comic-Con filled weekend, and then I'm gonna come back in.
Okay. Well, I didn't have the most Comic-Con filled weekend. I visited on Friday before the SanDiego.FC versus Nashville game. Took the bus down into downtown. It was actually pretty easy. Public transportation is fun when it works, and yeah, it was a pretty cool time seeing people express themselves, do all that stuff. I also saw Fantastic Four. I'd probably give it the same grade as Tony, a little bit of that.
A little bit of this.
Nashville SC versus SanDiego.FC. Wave versus North Carolina. Let's talk some soccer. Let's do some goals, gaps, and greats.
You will never get spoilers here until it's in its
until it's in Disney Plus.
An incredibly long amount of time that's reasonable. This is spoiler free zone. We're gonna keep.
I think once it's like a week or 2 weeks into like being in Disney Plus, that's enough time.
This is not Demon Slayer. This is Goku. Just some good old Walmart Dragon Ball merch. Wore it at the game in honor of Comic-Con. Do I bum everybody out? No, I don't.
Bum everyone out. How?
I mean, hey, I got a pretty big job tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a pretty big job tomorrow, guys.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'm delivering the eulogy for one of my best friends, the pal for WrestleMania and stuff. I'm delivering that, but it's gonna be, and it has to do with this. It's gonna bring Comic-Con to him. This would have been his 29th consecutive Comic-Con. He had never missed, and he still kind of didn't miss because we're bringing it to him. But it's a weird kind of MC job that I have to do and be all happy and joyous. But that's what he wanted, and it's pretty cool. Like, I don't know. Like, it's weird to have fun in these times because of it. But it's really cool. Hopefully, just take notes. Whatever I do is what I want to be done for me. You got that, Abe?
Yes. I was at a similar type of thing on Saturday, and just I think it's good to have fun in those moments. Like, obviously it's very sad, and I think a lot of people are gone too soon in our lives, but being able to celebrate them is one of the more beautiful things we can do, and remember the good memories and create new good memories while thinking about them. That's what they would want, I think.
That guy's a writer.
He is a writer. I mean, I'm definitely really glad that I'm still alive. I almost wasn't last year. So
do you? I mean, let's not plan, but like, am I in charge of doing this for you too?
No.
Okay. Good to know.
I don't no, I wouldn't want anything.
Oof. No, it's not.
It's not up to me. I'll be gone.
It's not up to you. Yeah, no, it's not up to you.
I'll be gone.
But season's greetings. We're here. We're gonna start with golds, gaffes, and greats. Because of 100%. Golds, gaffes, and greats for this weekend, because it was really cool. No Chicharito this week. Started some controversies. Unfortunately, educating. Abe Face Furniture Crumb Catcher's Flavor Saver. Oh, is this a new development, Abe?
This is Abraham forgot to do something, and it's been like a couple of days.
Coming of age, babe. Coming of age. You know what?
This took like 5 days, so
and let's do this. Let's go ahead and give you a round of applause, because as we know, SanDiego FC will play Pachuca tomorrow in Leagues Cup. SanDiego FC has approved, and Leagues Cup has approved SanDiego.Futbol. SanDiego.Futbol. We are approved. Good job, dude.
Yeah. Good job, Abe.
But you and I are not going.
No, we're not.
It's going to be our very own Abe Cepeda covering out there, doing the job. So if you see Abe, take a picture of him in the press box, send it to us. We're proud of the boy. Don't. He look how uncomfortable he got. Please don't. That made him uncomfortable. That's
take a picture of me if you're from far away. It's kind of funny because it's like kind of hard to tell.
Oh, Jeremy says, when I kick the bucket, come visit me at the SDFC wall. That did finally get put up. I saw a lot of people be happy about that. It's just a matter, because again, we have like at least 60 years for this, Jeremy. Where's the wall going to be? Because it's definitely not going to be at Snapdragon Stadium. It's rented. New stadium, perhaps. Maybe in Chula Vista. You know, talking 60 years from now, Jeremy. An untimely 60 years from now, at least.
All right, let's dive into some great goals, gaffes, and greats, shall we?
We shall.
What do we want to start with? Do we want to start with the goal, the gaff, or the great?
All right. We have a lot of good moments from this last weekend. SanDiego FC again defeating Nashville, remaining atop the first place of the division in the Western Conference, with a good performance. And one of the best moments of that match, and honestly the season, I thought just poetry emotion, so beautiful. I forgot to ask Yepe about this moment. But this is going to be our goal of... ¿Dónde estás? Give me another está. There it is. Where are we? Here we go. Help, Chiva. Help.
What
Help.
are we looking for?
Help.
Más enfrente.
Help.
Are
Alright,
we
here go.
doing the gaff or the grade?
No, this is the goal.
The goal of the week.
Goal of the week.
This is where they have to be cautious, though. Those transitions, rest defense. Mukhtar button hooks that pass. Oh, wow. It leads the other way right to Anders Dreyer. Dreyer for Lozano!
This was the winning goal for San Diego FC over the weekend against Nashville. And it's just, honestly, this is just a play from your three best players. You have Yepe intercepting the ball, giving a great long ball. Chuky with the dummy, leaves it to Dreyer. Dreyer goes in, assists Chuky, and Chuky with the great finish. Like, again, these are your three best players.
Those are the players that were tired from the All-Star game, that were going to not be fit, that they were going to, have an extra mileage on them, that these are your All-Stars. And we'll talk about the All-Star just fiasco in here in a bit, but like, if anything, this kind of backs MLS up of like, hey, maybe, yeah, the All-Star game is actually pretty cool. Like, in how many sports do you see an All-Star game and you're like, why are they're not even their prime? Like, they're not supposed to be there. Like, they're not the All-Stars of the actual league. If the fans voted, sometimes like their favorite player, just the bigger market just sends their best players. But here, like, it's cool to see, no, like, there's production here. And that connection is just exquisite. Like, from the beginning, top to bottom, the best of what these players have to offer is showcased in one play. And those are the moments that as a coach, I know Mikey Vadas has to be just incredibly happy with. And, just this is why you get Yepe. Get Yepe because he's going to close the space right there. Look at all that free space that he is just sitting in. He's just sitting patiently in there. He's going to anticipate a move. He's going to move and decided to move and help out the back line. Or if he's able to get intercept, maybe he can move forward with the ball, gets the ball, just immediately the run. Dreyer was running. Like, he's not passing that without Dreyer making the run. It's a recognition of immediate, like, there's the alley, there's the pathway, there's where we need to go. Soccer says that I need to pass it immediately. Almost first time, but just I say it's the volea. Just the ball just spun off the outside of his foot.
It's also the awareness of Chuky, right? Like the finishing instinct of finishing that first post. Like, look where the goalkeeper is positioned. Like, he's closer to that first post. Chuky could have crossed the shot here, which is what the goalkeeper probably thought he was going to do. He's going to cross it. There's more space. It's just a great finish, and it's a great play. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite plays that I've seen San Diego FC perform this season so far.
Hey, what do you think?
It's just pretty soccer. I think I agree with you. It's probably up there as one of the better goals that they've scored, like as an actual just full team being able to like do that. And I think this is probably what they would have imagined and put on a poster if they could, to say like, this is what it's going to be. This is our designated players. This is our captain. This is how it's going to work. The captain is going to pass it to him. The one guy is going to fake grab it, and then the next guy is going to draw everyone towards him, be able to pass it to the middle and just score. It's pretty great. And yeah, it's just another thing to add to the highlight reel for this really, really incredible season for San Diego FC.
It's poetry in motion. Like, you can look at this game, and from an outsider who doesn't necessarily understand the game, like, we've seen sometimes these people in the press box who, don't understand soccer and are like, oh, it's been a whole half of nothing, a half, just 20 minutes of no action. And then you get that and they're like, oh, let me get more. But just the battle it took to get through that, because Nashville was playing really well. Nashville came to play, and that's not a team that you mess with in the league. And so to be able to do that in that moment, just kudos to the entire team. But that spine right there of Chuky, Dreyer, and Sverskov. The all-star goal, all-star moment for them. That's the goal. I don't think it's argued, right? There can't be too much to argue there. I love how Honors jumped up to celebrate right as the goal was scored, almost at the same time the fireworks went off, which
we talked about.
Again,
We've highlighted those fireworks.
Fireworks got, which actually,
You gonna
we'll
get
see.
them
Maybe no, maybe actually that would be bad.
That would be
They
really
worked
cool.
overtime, so they're at the end of this match actually, when they probably should not have.
Wasted resources there.
No, absolutely.
What do we want to go with, Gaff or the Great next? Because I have the Great ready. If you guys are down.
Okay. You want to show us the Great? Go with the Great.
Because I don't know if you guys agree, but this is my Great.
All right. Show us.
If you guys remember,
reveal yourself.
It's not letting me add to stage.
Why not?
Something's
I know.
here. Yep, I got it.
Go. Oh, there it is.
Beto, the Kitman for SanDiego Loyal. He had a special announcement. He finally released it. We know that he has collectibles, insane stuff for SanDiego Loyal.
Yeah.
And
San
he's
Diego Loyal.
doing a museum vault silent auctions that is benefiting a nonprofit each week. He's going to be doing this. He's saying that these are not things that you could have bought at the store for SanDiego Loyal. If you were or still are a SanDiego Loyal fan, check this out. You might get yourself something that's really cool that you could have probably never owned. But I think that Coach Beto doing this is really cool, which is why he wins my grade of the week, to be honest.
It's pretty cool. Coach Beto, really cool person who we've had here. And honestly, again, I know he has some really cool stuff in that vault. And, he's asking for a loving home for some of these things. Yes, I'm sure it's a lot.
I'm
pretty
sure
it's a lot.
It's a lot of stuff.
But yeah, cool stuff there for Coach Beto. Are you,
in my head, Andrew Vasiliades is just it's silent auction. So you never, because these are all things too that like only he has access to. Like unless you're like a coach or maybe even a player, but like even then the players don't really keep stuff. He keeps it all.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of crazy stuff that he's gonna have.
It's in there. One thing he doesn't have is
Morgan
Hackworth.
Hackworth's bench worn jersey for the last game.
So mean. Why do you have to say bench worn?
Because he didn't play.
I mean, there's nothing else it can be, Abe. What are you talking about?
It's a bench worn, one of a
I'm
kind,
sorry.
one of one.
I'm sorry,
Morgan
we
Hackworth
say it like
jersey.
it is.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Hey, everybody's having a good time here. Sepu robbed the Chilena in LigaMX. Incredible goal. Cruz Azul, number 9. Just incredible, but it's SanDiego.Futbol.
Man, Sepulveda used to play in Chivas.
um,
Ruco se güey. I don't know how he's just. I mean, sometimes players peak at such a late age in their career, and that's Angel Sepulveda.
Hey, he warmed up, okay? Well, let me tell you about warm-ups. Sometimes they don't. They didn't wear the jerseys. They just put the warm-up kits.
Yeah,
and they just kind of stayed. And then that's when Coach Beto or the kit man comes in and says, "I got you, kid."
Yeah.
And then what Coach Beto always
or a player's about to sub on, and they're about to take off their jacket, and then they realize I do not have my jersey on, and then the kit person has to run into the locker room during the game,
and
which happened to Kennedy Wesley this week.
Oh my goodness, that
can you imagine?
Yeah, that sucks.
All right, so that was the grade of the week. Let's go to the gaffs. Gaffs of the
gaffs. More than one. Tony's evil laugh. Are you gonna do that laugh tomorrow? Dude?
Maybe actually.
Damn.
Like it's so weird because he had his parent. He did ghost hunting. So like he's there, like we did ghost hunting. So like that's why I'm kind of like okay with it because somebody will find him. He was walking around Comic-Con, just did a force ghost in the back. Ooh. By the way, I told him all of this. He laughed, so you better laugh too. It's okay. It's like I told him that he wouldn't make it a Survivor Series. He laughed. He laughed, guys. He laughed. It's okay. It's okay.
That would be a pretty smart place to haunt if you are a ghost, just like as a force ghost, or a place where like ghosts are kind of expected, or people are in costumes. So they think, oh, your costume's just really good, and then
Well, again,
You're
not being
really
too
a
much
force
into the
ghost.
ghost hunting part of it, but you leave and your residual energy in places where you frequent. He really liked the Whaley House, so he might be just wandering out in the Whaley House. Like he asked us to find him too. Sorry, so it's just it's
I
a
think
long
that's
story.
him fucking with you guys. That he's hiding too.
Sure, no, he's having it's a bit.
Like he's just fucking. With you.
I'll tell you this much: he's the guy that taught me that it's okay to stay in the bit, and it just ride it, just 100%. He wants me to find him. I will, Star of India. Here I go. He loved the Queen Elizabeth in Long Beach, the big ship. That one's very haunted. Anyways, what are the X-Files? 2 balls at a mic, SanDiego.Futbol. After in the post here. All right. William.
What is the gaff of the week?
William, you're a smart person. You're an absolutely
William.
smart person. We have smart listeners. We actually have just guaranteed the smartest listeners of any soccer show locally here in San Diego. Absolute, the smartest, top
For
notch.
sure. Oh, for sure.
Go
Go ahead. What is our gaff of the week, Tony? If
Sorry.
you want to go ahead and show it.
I froze there because I was all right. Gaff of the week.
Just glitched for a second.
No, I felt the presence, bro. Gaff of the week.
You found him.
Where is it? Here we go.
There it is.
There it is. You know it.
You know it. You hate it.
Everybody was there. Everybody saw it. But let's relive it.
Hani Mukhtar, not a great ball. It's back to Gaines. Slammed away with Dreyer off to the races. He's at Del Mar, and Dreyer seals the deal.
I heard the whistle. You could hear it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I saw the whistle.
You saw it.
Like
That's different.
Immediately, I'm like, I started cracking up in the press box, cracking up, just in utter disbelief of, again, the reflection of MLS. Like that's just, God, what's going on?
You got CONCACAF.
What's going on?
Snapdragon got CONCACAF.
But it's so funny.
It's hilarious.
not. It's disrespectful. Like
It's funny. I feel like you could see this at a park with little 6-year-olds playing soccer. I've definitely seen this where it's like, okay, we're done playing, but there's the one kid that still wants to play, and he's like, sees the goal and tries to shoot it.
When it's 16-0. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, no, it's 16-0. Will Ferrell's kicking and screaming, and yeah, no, I get that. I get those moments, but you saw it. The view that we have in that angled press box, it's a straight shot.
Yeah.
All the way from end to end, right? So you just look up and you see what Honor saw, and there's nothing there. And he's clearly, not even clearly, like there's nowhere else for that ball to have gone. He could have kicked it from there. And there was nobody was gonna catch it. Honor's over here, absolutely besides himself.
Even Chuky's like, wait. Like, Honors wanted that goal for sure. But even Chuky's like, damn, that's funny. Like, look at Chuky's face right there. And he's like, that's funny. Like, he ended it. Cool. They still won. At the end of the day, I get it. If you're on the Dryer, like, you're on the MVP race. Like, you want to score as many goals, get as many assists.
You're competing against Messi, of course.
For sure. Like, you want that in your accolades, right? I beat Messi for an MVP race in MLS. Like, why wouldn't he want that? But at the same time, look, it was already past the 98th minute. The ref did the right thing, in my opinion.
Oh my gosh.
Calling it.
Chiva, don't.
You're gonna disagree? You're gonna disagree? How many times?
I'm gonna disagree.
How many
No,
times
I'm
have we
gonna
seen
disagree.
it?
I'm gonna disagree.
I didn't see a gaff being called out for what was the game that it happened? The last home game against was it Vancouver, where Vancouver had a corner kick at the end and the ref called it, didn't give the chance for the corner kick. That's it. You can't call a game when. The ref can call a game whenever.
But he's not supposed to. Like, let's see. Abe, what do you think about this?
The time had expired already. What do you mean he's not supposed to? He can end it. That was
no,
the last play.
He
I
can.
think he can end it.
Sure,
The thing is, you like to usually see a ref let all plays conclude to their natural finish, and that was probably a clear goal scoring opportunity that I thought should have probably been allowed to finish, but he did blow the whistle, so the goal shouldn't have counted.
Look,
because what I do like is that it's kind of consistent because they didn't let that corner kick happen in the week before, like you said. They should have let that corner kick happen. I think they should have let that corner kick happen, but they didn't. So I also think they should have let this honors dryer play continue, but they didn't.
I think when it's a chance for the losing team or it's a tied game, to tie it or win, then I'm like, okay, that's
different circumstance.
No, I think it's more soccer. I think that's more soccer.
Goal differential matters.
That's going.
Goal differential matters.
But yeah, but that's going to end already. Like the time had passed way over 48 seconds.
I'm not even talking about when he's one goal away from the golden boot, right? Like, yikes. But this, again, goal differential is the number one tiebreaker in MLS.
But at the end of the day, the ref did nothing wrong.
The referee acts as a timekeeper, keeps a record of the match, and provides an appropriate authorities with a match report, including information on disciplinary action. Fourth official indicates the minimum additional time decided by the referee at the end of the final minute of each half. The additional time may be increased by the referee, but not reduced.
Maybe increased if he wants it. It's at the ref's discretion. At the end of the day, SanDiego FC won this game. I get a goal differential matters, but again, a play at the last second, 48 seconds after the 8 added minutes. How many times have you sat here and argued like, man, these players are playing so many more minutes in extra time. Like they've been playing like 30 plus minutes of extra and added time now. Like, and now we're upset that the ref called it.
The bloodlust in Honor's face right there. It's just like, whoo. If only,
look at that.
If only you
I
knew
actually
that I was
checked, and wins is technically the main tiebreaker.
Oh, well, yeah. What the yeah? You have a better.
I think he means head-to-head wins.
Oh.
I think that's what he means. But at the end of the day, I get it's a gap. To me, it's a gap because it's funny.
Yeah,
like it's funny. Like he called it. Like he could have given it.
Look how upset he gets. Like, hey.
I don't think it's a gaff because the ref did anything wrong. I don't know if that's why you wanted.
Like, I love how cinematic this is actually shot by Apple TV. Good job, Apple TV. Hey, where is he? Where are they? Well, there they are. Like, pray.
Like, and then the ref says, "Yeah, come here."
Like, pray. And then he's like, "Oh no, let's engage. Okay, let's talk. Okay, I got you. It's on me.
The game was over." No, I think he said the game was over. The game. I don't think he's taking blame there. I think he's saying
celebrating, having a great time. Weedy. Okay, let me tell you. No. Let me tell you. Look, I had the whole time. I ended it. I decided no, but you can't be doing that.
Look,
you can't fuck me
Chuky's
like
looking
that.
at Dre. He's like, wait.
He's like, no, you cannot do that. No, you cannot do that. It's not okay.
The side eye from Chuky there was so funny. Just like
Chuky gave some great visuals this game. Chuky's eyes, just the card. Like when Chuky opens his eyes, it's actually really funny. Like all the way, like.
Okay, let's talk about the other part of this. So all the official channels had when you Google it, right after the game, they all said 2-0. Like if you check on the app, you check on the website, you check everywhere.
Everywhere had it. NWSL was I believe the only one that on their Instagram post put 1-0 at the end.
Yeah, and I presumed it was 1-0 to start, and then enough people also in the press box were saying, well, it's 2-0.
No.
And I was being gaslit a little bit. I was starting to believe it on the elevator.
I got not mad at you, but I was like, what are you talking about? Like, it's 1-0.
And we had to wait for the referee's official decision, which we still technically I guess didn't get because we didn't hear a statement from them.
It was end of the game, but
it got changed. It got changed to 1-0.
See,
90 plus 9 shouldn't exist because there's 8 minutes of stoppage time.
It got corrected.
Yeah, it got corrected.
It got corrected to 1, I think, because that's what it was at the end of the ref. You can hear the whistle. Even on that replay video, like you can hear it. Again, to me, it's a gaffe because it's funny.
Yeah.
Like not because the ref did anything wrong.
It's not that serious. They won the game. It didn't change the outcome of the game. It might have changed a few people's bets maybe, but like could you like think about it that way? Like what if you're in Vegas, you had 2-0 money line or whatever, and you go cash out your bet immediately after the game ends, and then it took what, like 15 minutes for them to change it? Like technically somebody could have cashed out and made money here on a fake score.
I don't think I've ever heard of people actually putting parlays in Vegas for MLS, but I'm sure it happens.
Google said 2-0 for a while. No,
Everything
again,
said 2-0.
But
the Union Tribune said 2-0 for a while.
We're champions here of the truth, and Abe,
nothing but the truth.
No, you persevered through, and the infinite Tsukiyomi that they were trying to put you in of 2-0. No. It's 1-0. Game ended. Let's be fair here, and let's educate the masses, even if it's in the one press box at a time.
What happens if it's reversed, right? Like say San Diego was losing 1-0.
Well, you get good insight in SanDiego.Futbol. I'm not condoning anything, but if you want good information on just SanDiego FC and SanDiego Wave, check it out here.
What happens if it was reversed, where San Diego is losing 1-0 and then this play happens and the ref calls it? How does that change everything? Does it change anything? Like say San Diego was losing, the same play happened, 98 minutes, 48 seconds, but then that happens. Obviously, it wouldn't have happened because the goalkeeper wouldn't have been all the way up there. But say something like that happens.
Yeah, it's pretty much a goal. Like, yeah, it's a shootout.
And what happens if the ref called it then?
I don't think the referee would have called it, honestly, because
which again, now I'm getting then you have to be fair the whole way around, right?
I think it is fair because you're giving the other team a chance to still tie it.
Chiva did not lie to anybody.
What did I lie about?
Guti. Like
no.
We spoke closely with
too much
people.
Dinero,
compa. They asked.
Look at
it was gonna happen.
This is known. Mexican teams price their players way too high. Like Luca Marcel Ruiz, Toulouse and France wanted him, and Toluca asked for $12 million, and they got themselves another midfielder that, if not better, just as good from South America for $3 million. So Mexican teams just always overpricing their players.
Which I guess people did lose money. Yikes. Over the bet. All right. Well, that's the gaff.
Especially if they did the over under, it's usually like 1.5.
Yeah.
In soccer.
The correct score almost right from the start. It's a great soccer rap. Hey, there you go.
Uno Futbol.
Check it out. One Football. Probably one of the people that's in the press box.
Is it just one gaff? Is there two gaffs? Messi?
Yeah. So I mean, I was going to introduce really quick a little good shout out for our boys. Another great. Did you see this?
I did.
Did you see this, Abe?
You're just saying this, and I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not sharing it.
This. Our boy Brandon.
Okay.
Right. That's fine.
Yeah.
Weak foot for hard.
All right. Weak foot. All right. Cool. All right, fine. There you go.
For impossible,
do the other one.
go regular. This one's pretty hard.
SanDiego.Futbol is great of the week.
Now we're gonna go for Rabonus. Let's go. How many tries would it take for you?
Brandon, if you see this, let us know.
Incredible.
How many takes for the Rabonus?
5.
I like that.
5.
I didn't see this. That's cool.
That's incredible.
You can do
that was crazy.
You can't do Rabonus.
I can't do Rabonus.
Yeah, no, you can't do. You think Chuky should have taken the penalty?
Ooh, well, we're gonna talk about the game here.
At that point, Chuky was out at that point, right?
Yes. Love the use of emojis there. Yes, we'll get to that. But yes, the other gaff just had to be. I don't know if it's MLS. I don't know if it's Messi. I don't know who, but just this all-star fiasco with Lionel Messi and Jordi Alba being decided for them by the club to not play in the MLS's all-star
or not
league.
travel.
Not travel. Well, if they're not there, they can't play.
I mean, like Caitlin Clark was there at the WNBA All-Star game, even though she didn't play. like she traveled to the thing. It was part of the All-Star festivities and stuff. So I think it is important because MLS and Austin and everyone was advertising. Messi's all over this going to be in the MLS All-Star game anytime you see a commercial, and then he's not there because like I can imagine there was probably somebody in Austin thinking to himself, oh, maybe I'll have the chance to see Messi. I'll buy a ticket to the MLS All-Star game. Why not? And then you go and it's like, what the heck? He didn't show up. Inter Miami didn't show up. They chose not to show up. I think it's more of an indictment on the league for not communicating this beforehand. That's the gap for me, is that like if they said from the beginning like they're deciding not to go, then I think that's completely fine. And also they had the like pre-chosen like punishment of like, okay, 1 game suspension. I think Miami's like they were okay with that because they completely accepted it, and against Cincinnati, who's above them in the standings, I believe, like they're completely okay with it. And I mean, if they're okay with the punishment, like I think it's kind of fine. Just it's on MLS for not saying beforehand. They're just kind of, I think, trying to milk people's pocketbooks.
Yeah, and I see it from a local's perspective, right? Like San Diego FC, they had 3 players go. Clearly, didn't really factor into the result of Nashville. Maybe if they were fresher, 2-0 maybe. But again, growing to hypotheticals at this point. But I think Mikey Varas would have had the reason to say, hey, I don't have MLS next team. I don't have a B squad. I don't have players. Like I need them to stay here. He would have preferred them to stay here, have their routines, go through a light work of we're going to have a Friday match coming up, a very important one. It's moved up, so everything's already wonky for them. And I think Mikey Vadas would have chosen to keep them here if given the choice. And guess what? You get rewarded by them not playing and resting in a way, because Messi's going to get a forced rest now for a game. It was a pretty important game here against Cincinnati, but I don't know. It's just not the thing. It's not very cash money of MLS. Don Garber, just go watch a press conference from Don Garber and then tell me how you really feel about MLS and being led by in that direction, in that fashion, in that way, and I'll see where we stand with each other after that.
I think a more interesting thing about Miami too is the Rodrigo De Paul signing.
Paul?
Did you guys see this? What happened here? What's your guys' take on it? I guess I'll set the background. They signed him technically to a loan with an option to purchase. They're paying him, I think, technically like the maximum of like 1.4 million, but not a designated player. He's just a loan player right now. And the general expectation is after this season, his contract is going to be purchased and he will be the next designated player once Busquets' contract ends at the end of the year. So they're kind of like using a little bit of a loophole, I guess, in the MLS roster rules. What is your guys' take on this?
Smart.
I think it's the way you play the rules for MLS. Like the way it almost gives me like those rich people with loopholes in taxes, getting away with things to get more tax returns and all that. Like there's so many loopholes that you can go through, which at the end of the day is not breaking any rules. And again, anybody can do this, but nobody else can because they don't have Messi.
Yeah.
Like Rodrigo De Paul is known to be Messi's bodyguard with Argentina. He's going to do anything to be able to play with this boy. Sure. Like, again, he's made all this money. Okay, I'll make, 1.5 million? Cool. That's fine. Like, I'm still a millionaire. I'm still way, way, way well off. So, I mean, I think that's just kind of like what you get when you do have Messi and, like, Jordi Alba and Busquets and Suarez. Like, you're going to keep attracting other players of that caliber because, they're cool with each other and they're like, yeah, let's just have fun. Like, why not? Come over here. Live in Miami. It's fun. It's cool. The game is easy. Like, we're not really being expected to win championships.
Now here's my hypothetical for you. Since I also think I agree that yes, it should be okay and allowed, and
Mhm.
when you want to attract high paid talent and good talent, so it's okay. But now here's an idea: what if San Diego FC had a club that could loan them a player for a smaller amount, so they don't have to pay as much, but then the actual club that they're with is paying most of the contract. Let's say like FC Nordstrand or something.
Oh,
Let's say San Diego FC gets loaned a striker or
oh,
something, and that striker wants some more money,
mm-hmm.
and then they get loaned to San Diego FC, and then they get paid by the sister club, and they get paid league minimum in MLS, but technically they're getting paid by the sister club.
And there's nothing that player can do about it.
Yeah. And they could do that. They could just have a whole roster. They could have a whole roster of league minimum players. And next thing you know, they're all technically on loan, but they're technically FC Nordstrand players.
I love the way people are picking up what you're putting down, Abe.
Like, maybe, what if it's like a striker from Escondido or something? That'd be interesting.
We
No, I'm
Tyler?
just saying.
Tyler?
This is a genuine question I would ask
Tyler?
to Tyler Heaps or people of like about what this Messi thing means, because it seems pretty easy to skirt the rules in this way
100%.
of
And
just letting you have a sister club. Like you literally, your owner owns that club too, so they could just pay everyone through there technically and have them come here.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're not going to go into the fight and the signing wars for Thomas Bühler or Heung-min Son, or you're not in that type of business, all right, that's fine. Find somebody who the city fell in love with. Like it's there,
But they're not in. They're not in that business either to give the city what they want.
Never.
They're building what they want,
100%.
not what the city wants.
In
And
spite of the
again,
city.
at the end of the day, if this works, the city wants a championship, and if they can deliver that in the next couple of years,
Maybe this year.
Cool.
It
it won't happen this year.
I
I don't think it'll happen this year.
I as a San Diegan, I have to agree. In the contract, I have to. But in terms of this MLS and loopholing of it, hey, everybody else's owner, GM, sporting director could have done it, and they didn't. So hats off to them. Hats off to whatever's happening in Inter Miami, which will probably be a team that hopefully maybe
even if I'm LAFC, like there's the rumors with
Song?
Song, and you could why not just leave him at Tottenham and sign him on loan? If I was any MLS team, that's what I would do for any high play player from here on out.
You know what?
Like loans, and then I think technically they're just not allowed to have permanent agreements with them, which like any team can do this. It's very interesting. I find these like roster rules fascinating.
I have somebody who can actually, I think I want to hear what they think in this situation too. We're going to get to the breakdown of this Nashville. Again, it'll be really quick on it. So with that, let's bring on our Sarape segment, which we'll go ahead and welcome on a guest here in a couple of seconds. This is a Sarape segment where we talk to people around the community, soccer in San Diego. Abe actually went out and go get him. So let's go ahead and bring him on. All right, Dimitri from SDFC Nation. Welcome on to Two Balls and a Mic here, SanDiego.Futbol. How are you, man?
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. Finally making it happen. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, no, we're good, man. We're here
Cool.
live. Abe can hear you, giving you the thumbs up. But I mean, look, you've been doing some awesome stuff on your page here on Instagram. Congratulations! I think you just passed the 1K mark. And just writing and giving your opinions on San Diego FC. So you can check everybody out off the top. Where can people find your work?
Yeah, guys, thanks. First and foremost, thank you for that. It's been kind of a wild ride. So I have a website called SDFCNation.com. You can check me out on there. Obviously on Instagram, SDFC Nation. And I also write for East Village Times, where they feature some of my stories. So you can check out eastvillageTimes.com for any of the SDFC coverage.
Absolutely, man. And so, Abe just put a cool little hypothetical, like just what are the ins and outs of the transfer season as it's here. How are you kind of entering this phase of San Diego FC from what you've seen? As it's not like they're going off after superstars; they're going after the young guns once again.
Yeah, man. One of the things that I don't think I was expecting when we hit this time was, having so many people be injured, having people leaving the club. Not knowing anything about an expansion club, I thought, we're going to come in and kind of stick with the same core group of guys for maybe the whole season and maybe add like one or two here and there. But it's definitely been a surprise with how many people the club wants to get during this transfer window. As far as getting young guys and everything, I like it. At first, I was a little bit skeptical about it. Not sure how you were feeling about that, but Mikey knows what he's doing, right? I truly trust the guy. Like he's been, the U.S. under-20s coach. Like he knows what he's doing. So he's bringing in these young guys that he's already, familiar with. And I actually think that he's got something much more deeper than people think, than people know of, because he's bringing in talent that he's, truly like, he knows these guys and he's trying to get a core young talent pool and SDFC's, kind of core team there. So we'll see how it goes, man. But I'm super stoked about it.
Yeah, no, I think it's fair to say, right, that San Diego FC, Mikey Wallace, Tyler Heaps, they're not building this team for a championship this season. It's working where they're top of the table with the squad they have, but realistically, right, if you put this team on a series in playoffs against some other team, like say Vancouver or anybody else in the West, right?
Oh, you mean Thomas Mueller's Vancouver? Oh, sorry.
There's a chance that, the lack of experience with these youngsters can catch up, right? Yeah, you still have Chuky, you have Dre, you have Yep, and all those players. But at the same time, it's like this, they're building something for the future. And again, I would have actually also preferred to see a player that can make an impact right now and they make history and they go, well, you know what? F it. Let's try to win the championship right now and make history that way. And then we start building for the future. I feel like they could have gone both ways. I think they're going the safe route and start building for the future now. And if they win a championship while they're at it or the Shield, then that's a huge accomplishment. That's amazing. Wow, right to dream changes everything. But I personally would like to see something more of an impact where this player would have been like the it factor that they need to get over the hump to be a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and I feel like some of that was Milan Iloski. I was going back and forth about how I feel about the whole thing, about them not bringing him in and not signing. Obviously, we don't know all the the details behind what went on in the contract negotiations. But if we're just kind of talking about it, I think that they should have kept him, because the streak that he was on, we haven't seen that before. And I think he probably found his place here with us and he felt the most comfortable. But that's come and gone. So, now we've got these young guys coming in. Hopefully they can make an immediate impact.
Yeah, and these young guys, it's a big departure, that I think, from what a lot of other expansion teams would do. I think it's easier to make like the splashy moves and get star people. And I tend to look back to what Tom Penn and what they did with LAFC when they built that, because I think this is kind of why San Diego FC chose Tom Penn to be like their CEO and like usher in this expansion team, because he did it before. And it took them a couple years to actually win a championship. I think they were a good expansion team. They played really well. Carlos Vela was a huge impact. San Diego FC basically took that formula with Chuky Lozano to hope that he would be their star player, and he has been so far. And now I think it's interesting that instead of going for another splashy player, they're kind of focusing on the youth development and bringing in these really young players that are going to be playing for the U.S. youth national team. It's maybe a lesson that Tom Penn learned and has kind of been pushing. That's what I think might be what's happening, but also it's part of this whole right to dream philosophy. Obviously, it's. I think it's cool that they're very much sticking to this idea and this formula. Like they said it and they're sticking to it.
Definitely. And one other thing that I was going to mention, I mean, I'm going to have a hot take on this show because I truly feel, in my heart that
all right,
that I truly feel in my heart that it's going to be one of those things where he brings a bunch of young guys in and they already have chemistry and know each other, and it's going to be, a good clubhouse vibe. And I just feel like there's not going to be as much time to bring these guys up as most people expect.
So you think it's not gonna work this season?
What's not going to work?
Like all the young guys melding together?
No, I do think I'm the opposite of that. Yeah, okay. I feel like it's going to be quicker than people expect to get these guys that have played together before, that know each other, to get them to be contributors to the first team.
Hey, so what are you?
No, go ahead. Go.
So what happens in Chile here in a couple of weekaroonies where the under-20 FIFA World Cup happens and you lose
all these players?
Like you're not losing them to a World Cup.
When is that?
But you're losing them to, the World Cup tournament for the under-20s because that's what your team is made of.
Yeah, I'm sure that Mikey knows this, and they've got a plan for it as well.
I really hope this isn't the first he's hearing about it. Thank you for listening, Mikey.
I don't think many of them are going to be starters at this point, other than I think all the starting positions are pretty solidified right now, other than probably Tomas Angel. The center backs could be switching back and forth. I personally think the young back line is really, really good right now. I wouldn't mess with that. Manu Dua's been fun in that position, and then also Ian Pilcher has been good. And do you think SanDiego.FC is going to be experimenting a little bit more with the 5-man back line? Because that's how they ended the game for this last Nashville game. I think that'd be a really interesting development for them.
No, I think Mikey Vadas parked the bus there, and he was like, you know what? Sometimes you have to go with that strategy, and it worked out for them. But again, look, I think the best way I can explain this, and Tony's going to love this as well, is there's two different type of people when you play FIFA career mode. There is the type like Tony where you buy Ronaldo, Messi, everyone to your club, and you buy all the best players in the world to just build a super team, which is what Miami's doing. Or you're like me, and you go on the FIFA Wonder Kids website, and you buy all these random players that are 16, 17, 19, and you start building them up and to build up that, and then you end up selling them. With this, all these players that you're getting that are 19, 20, 18, by the time they're 21, 22, and if they're star level elite players that they're going to get called to the national team, more than likely you're going to end up losing them to Europe or another club. You're not going to be able to pay them all. So again, is MLS the league where you're allowed to build these players up and have that chemistry up, or is this going to be like by the time they're 22, all right, got to sell them because we can't afford to pay them because they're that good. Now we got to start all over.
Well, to give you just that insight on how much I would enjoy that, I did enjoy that, and just the reflection of where the times are. I did go play FIFA career mode or EA Sports career mode recently just to see what happens. Chelsea is now headed by Mourinho once again. Sold all the players immediately. Just everybody's on the transfer market, and everybody's like, "Oh, didn't expect it." I went out and bought a young Duran Ferry, who's now starting goalkeeper for Chelsea. The goalkeeper, Sanchez, is like, "Hey, boss, I think you would have started me." Canceled his contract, out of there. Anyway, that's how I play career mode, just chaos mode.
I think that's a good analogy. Nice one, Chiva.
But yeah, it's
But But I mean, you still say, like, right, Dimitri, like, you like the way the approach that Mikey Vadas and Tyler Heaps are taking with SanDiego FC.
Yeah, and it took me a little while to get there. I mean, at first I was a little skeptical, and then I started kind of looking more and deeper into it, and kind of, starting to understand the whole plan that they're trying to put together. If it was a couple of random, under 20s that he put together, I would probably be a little bit more skeptical. But just the fact that, once again, like, these guys know each other, they've played together. They're U.S. internationals for a reason, right? They're good enough to represent their country, which also speaks volumes. I do like how. Let me back up. Basically, the whole point of this transfer market was to bolster the backups, because, like Abe just said, we've got our starting position pretty much solidified. So we've got a bunch of games coming up. We need backups. Guys are probably not going to be playing 80 minutes. They might be playing 60 minutes, 50 minutes. So I like it from that perspective. If it was guys coming in to take over, starting roles, then it'd be a little bit more like, okay, what's the plan here?
Love it. Dimitri, I'm sorry, you had something?
I think I'm probably more in agreement with Dimitri with just trusting how it's going to work out this season. Just because, like, as an expansion side, they're first place. They're top, like, they've proven that their style works in the MLS, at least thus far, and it's hard to, like, doubt them at this point and doubt what, like, Tyler Heaps and Mikey Vadas know about the players they're bringing in and developing. Like, Luca Bombino and Oscar Verhoeven were both kind of just like, okay, 18-year-olds, like, maybe they'll be backups, and they both, like, taken those starting spots and played really, really well. So I just, at this point, it's hard to just doubt what they're doing right now. And, like, it's still okay, I think, for us to be skeptical, but when you're top of the league with, what is it, 10 games left, 9 games left at this point, like,
9.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, and I'll be the first one to say, like, I did not trust that these 18-year-olds were going to come in and do a good job. Like, there's maybe 1-2 games that they didn't do that well, and I was just like, all right, I'm done with these guys. Like, bring on whoever else. Like, why is he playing these guys over, like, the established dudes? And I was definitely wrong. Like, these guys have proved themselves, and they've solidified their backline positions. So yeah, trust the process and trust Mikey, because he hasn't given us a reason not to yet.
That's a great point. He has not given a reason to disagree with everything. Everything that they've been doing has been working out, right? And that's something that we've been saying for SanDiego FC, that, you know what? They're going to surprise everyone. And they're doing exactly that. They're top of the table. They're starting an 18-year-old at left back and an 18-year-old at right back. They're signing all these different, like, youngsters in the team and making the club even more competitive and more well-rounded now, because, I mean, the last couple matches, they only had 5 to 4 field players available to be substitute on. And you know what? You give a 19, 20-year-old 20, 30 minutes with fresh legs against a 36-year-old center back in MLS, that kid's probably going to run circles around them.
Well, that's literally what Bombino's doing.
Yeah.
I think the team's been successful at just kind of, like, pinging, like, hey, do better. Hey, Luca, just do better. You did better. Hey, Andres Reyes, the hell out of my team. Get the hell out of the team. Just now it's like, hey, Tomas, Angel, get it together, please. Like, just, you need to get it together. Tomas Angel is the player that, if he is truly unlocked, there can be a different gear to SanDiego FC even now. If his true potential was to really be able to be harnessed, and we'll get to it here as we'll close out El Tarape and get to the Nashville and the post game, where you asked him point blank, you asked Coach Mikey Vadas, Chiva, point blank, what is going on with Tomas Angel? He's not producing, and in true Mikey Vadas fashion, he clapped back at you.
He sure did, and we're going to get to hear about that. He pretty much just said, you know what? Yeah, he's not scoring goals, but he's not. I mean, yeah, you want a striker to score goals, but at the same time, he's doing all these other things, and I think that's something Mikey does. He answers very positively. To answer this question,
Well,
I think Dos Santos, yes.
lost it.
I think McVeigh and McNair, once they're 100%, they come back.
Yeah, 100%. Because again, you have a tournament starting tomorrow.
Yeah,
Literally.
but I low-key think CJ has lost his starting spot. Until when do we see a Pablo Cisniega contract extension, though? I think that was SDFC probably's first mistake so far.
Yeah, and I mean, Tony, to your point, like, I think that's our biggest issue right now is just getting a number 9. I mean, if like I just have to echo what you said. I mean, if we can get somebody that produces up front, this team's just going to jump to a whole nother level of play, because it sounds like everybody else is kind of getting better and better throughout the season, and it's just like we just keep having issues with the number 9. Luckily, our DPs have been able to step up, but if you haven't had them, I mean, how many close games do we lose?
I don't know. First mistake was letting people believe that they had a choice in, do you want FC San Diego or San Diego FC? But again, choice. Or first mistake is keep doubling down that San Diego FC and Snapdragon is a soccer specific stadium, which actually a quick little Google Rooney goes and shows you that actually it's Nashville who has the largest soccer specific stadium with 30,000 plus in Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know. Sorry. But in any case, Dimitri, you've been doing a great job with your write-ups. Clearly, the people are reacting in the comments with what you've been doing. I hope it's been rewarding for you, and just make sure to keep on chugging and keep on plugging. Just to kind of close us out, what can people expect when they come up over onto the Instagram or your website?
Yeah, and thanks for having me, guys. It's always nice to see you guys in the press box and say what's up, see you guys around the stadium. I love the show, and yeah, you guys are doing a great job as well. For me, I've got a couple of things lined up. I want to start getting more into interviewing some of the community members around here that are making an impact on the club, on the soccer community in general. Just continuing covering the team, and we'll see where that takes me. So yeah, just check out SDFCNation.com and keep supporting the dream.
Perfect, man. I really appreciate you. And again, keep at it and check it out. This is the soccer community that we're hoping to kind of see, right? The soccer community that the city deserves. And you do a great job. I agree with Wyatt. Wyatt, another great content creator here for San Diego FC. Powerful here in San Diego. But Dimitri, thank you once again. We'll see you out there, guy.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh, what's this? San Diego FC.
San Diego
Nashville.
FC. San Diego FC. Wyatt asked, what made CJ lose his spot? He broke his nose.
Broke his face. Face was broke. And
that happens all
and
the
a couple
time,
of mistakes.
Man. That happens all the time.
There was a couple of mistakes leading up to the game where he wasn't necessarily tidy, and some of the saves in that game, right? I think it was to be desired a little more of a better effort on the goal that he let out in that match. It was Houston's 4-2. Houston's 4-2. You got 4 goals scored on him.
I will keep saying this. Like, can any at this point? I mean, not to shame. Like, I think Cisniega and CJ are very good goalkeepers, but can any decent goalkeeper just thrive the way San Diego FC play?
This is the thing with sure, and that's what Pablo Cisniega was, and Isaac Goodeye, because I've been saying this. He is the better pure goalkeeper of the two. He's a shot stopper. He's a Osvaldo Sanchez 2.0 Mexican style goalkeeper. He's going to be brave. He's going to come out. He's going to make himself big. Good reflexes, good stoppage, and just a good safe wall. then that does mean that sometimes that's a little lacking with the feet and the way that SanDiego FC really plays.
I trust him.
The way that SanDiego FC plays, they require a goalkeeper to be able to do stuff with the feet and distribute from the back and be confident. And there's been moments where Cisniegas almost got caught off, and you know he's kind of been in a no man's land. So has CJ, but with the added shot stopping ability, you kind of sacrifice that with CJ a little bit. So yeah, Cisniegas is you know, he hasn't given a reason to bench him for CJ. Even though I will say, CJ, last time I went to training, did stay a good 25 to 30 minutes after just training out. You know, when they go and they do the press, the media, and everybody goes in.
Trying to earn that shit back, man. He's got to try to earn it back one way.
Was training.
It's gonna be up to Leagues Cup. I think CJ starts tomorrow for SanDiego FC for the Leagues Cup. But let's talk about this match over the weekend against Nashville SC. We had the starting 11, and again, Manu Dua, Ian Pilcher starting at center back, Bombino and Verhoeven. We saw this back line before. It's I think they named it the youngest back line to start in MLS.
Yes.
I mean, they average 20 years old. This back line together collectively can't go out to get a drink at the bar. Yeah, Sersko, Valacari, Luca de la Torre, Tomas Angel again at the 9.
Oh,
and that's
he played?
The ghost of SanDiego FC.
The Phantom of the Snapdragon.
Phantom of the 9. Anders Dreyer at the right wing, Irving Chuky Lozano at the left wing. On paper, this is a good, scary lineup because you have a very young back line, but they've kind of proven themselves. I'm digging Manu Dua at center back. I know he's a natural midfielder, but I think they're going to keep him at center back. Yepes first go at the end of the game told us, I think we found his position. Like, this guy is meant to be a center back. He has the vision and a defensive midfielder, but he's great at the center back position.
Ooh,
that's such a weird question, I think, for Yepe to answer too, because like, isn't he the 6th in the center? He doesn't want to be like, yeah, he should be a CDM. Like, then he's saying like, yeah, he should take my starting spot. Like,
yeah, or you talk down Godoy.
Yeah, or I don't necessarily. I think SanDiego FC is a team that their starting players want to help the younger players build up and get to eventually become starters, right?
Yeah, but he's like saying you can start, but you're going to be center back. I get to play in my position in midfield, even though.
I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, not gonna lie. I think the way I've seen Manu Dua play, I think I would like him still better at the center back. He's fast. He's great at cutting plays. Like, he's able to play out the back as well. Like, I think, yeah, he hypes up the crowd. I think the size that he has, he's a dream center back. You want a fast, pacey center back that can play out the back as well. I know there's always those comparisons with Sergio Busquets, but I think Manu Dua is meant to be a center back. I don't know. Tony, do you agree with that? What do you think about Manu Dua?
Don't cut my man's wings. Like, he wants to be Busquets. Busquets' his favorite player. Like,
but he can do it from that position.
He can, but like, you know,
you're telling
it's forcing him to kind of do something that he's not. Like, if his trajectory goes into center defensive mid and that's what he's meant to be, just naturally, then let's see it out. If by necessity you have to go ahead and give him the role of center back and he doesn't well, I'll give you David Alaba.
Yeah, no, that's where my mind's going to,
Philip
right?
Lam.
Yeah, that's where my mind, like, say David Alaba with Bayern Munich. He's a left back. Real Madrid, left back converted to center back. But when he played for his national team, he was playing probably striker. You know, Manu Dua.
Okay, John Obi Michael. He was a center attacking mid forever.
Exactly.
Like, okay,
like, I think a lot of the times these players are way better at one position, but when it comes to going to their national team or anything like that, they're going to be playing different positions because that's the need of that team, right? I think players that adapt to the need of the team are some of the best players in the world, which is why I think Manu Dua has the highest ceiling out of all the players that SanDiego FC has. That's just my take. But the game starts with a controversial call. Go ahead, Abe.
No, I think you're right in that it's a good call to keep that versatility in him too, especially while he's such a young player. Like, I think those skills translate either way, those defensive skills at center back and then also those CDM skills transfer. Like, overall, I think in like the future, like say Yepes Verskov leaves, I think you just push Manu Dua up a little bit, you know?
Look, at the end of the day, what you want in a player is adaptability. And players say it all the time. I'm going to play where the coach wants me to play because they want to play. If Manu Dua is going to get minutes and it's at center back, he's happily going to do that. Yeah, players sometimes want a specific position, but they're going to do what they have to do to get minutes. The game continues. 20 minutes in, not much is happening. This controversial in quotations play happens. A lot of people in the press box kept saying like, yeah, that should be a red. Tony, you and I were on that wagon of like, no, there's no way in hell this is ever a red card.
Just raining in people's parade. It's 1-0, guys. It's not. Like, relax. Like,
hey,
I know
think this was a red.
I didn't think so, just because he wasn't the last defender either. Like, I think it looks a little weird because of like the angle, but like you can't call that because there's another defender as well. So it's just a yellow card to me.
I think it's also not a red because I don't think Chuky will get there. I think the tackle's coming from the side. If it was from behind, then maybe. Because, I mean, that's always a thing, right? If you slide tackle from behind, like, and it's, like, dangerous, like, it could be a red card. I don't know why VAR felt the need to check this and they don't check other plays in MLS. Like, Tony, like, you've asked Mikey Vada so many times about VAR and the consistency. And at the end of the day, like, now it's the same question where I'm just, you know what? The refs are trying their best.
They're trying their best. Orange card situation. Yeah, I could see that. Like, it warranted a look-see-loo over there. Again, just a reminder, we will be talking about San Diego Wave here because they are making moves as well coming up as they return to Snapdragon Stadium. But the VAR is in.
Nashville number 25 commits a foul which stops a promising attack. Therefore, the final decision is a yellow card.
Stops a promising attack. So, you know,
it's promising. It's not a goal scoring opportunity. I like that. I like that description, a promising attack.
I like that. You know, San Diego FC kept playing the through ball here, and it almost seemed like lately with all the injuries they've had to change their style a little bit, where it's a lot of the long balls, Tony, and they're looking for Chuky, and it hasn't been the right to dream style that they've been playing all season. And you've pointed that out a few times in the last couple games where you're like, look, here goes the long ball again. Here goes the long ball to Chuky again. They've tried that a few times before, but I think like they're kind of trying that a lot more now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like as long as Chuky has the legs for it, because it's one of those runs that he's just going to start pulling up again and point to his just recurring injury area. And, you know, you'd hate to see that, but that's just the reality of Chuky and his time here. But, you know, once again, second half, you see the brilliance.
Wow, it leads the other way right to Honors Dreyer. Dreyer for Lozano!
Brilliant by the pyrotechnic crew on time, as always. Honors Dreyer getting the assist, fist pumping there for his los compadres. No los compadres.
Los compañitos.
Los compadres, Chuky y Honors.
Yeah, no, I think their dynamic is so electric, and I think we talked about this every week because every week they do something. It's so funny because I was thinking about it the other day, Abe. Earlier in the season, when Dreyer had a little drought where he wasn't assisting, he wasn't scoring, I kind of put it, I was like, are we on this fraud alert with Anders Dreyer? Because he hasn't really performed much, and it was maybe, what, like week 6 to, like, week 11
when they had that 3-game losing skid.
No, and even before that, he wasn't like getting on the score sheet or, you know, having goal contributions. And I was like, hey, like, let's keep an eye on that. And then, boy, did he shut me up. I think he saw the podcast and said, you know what, I'm gonna shut that guy up.
We tell you, it's this podcast that the insiders watch.
Yeah.
Like
Chuky's probably
you'd be surprised
right
how inside. Oh, Chuky's hanging out with Vinny right now with his son.
Nike.
We are one level away from Vinny.
Yeah, we are.
Sit next to him, don't you?
Yeah, he got to sit next to the
I
kid.
gave him a fist bump.
Chuky's kid.
Yeah, I was like, oh, good enough. Give him a fist bump.
Let me tell you, I've worked around 10 years of generations of children and youth development services.
Pinche travieso el morro ese, eh? You can tell.
He just has that face.
He was singing. You guys didn't hear, but he was humming during the press conference. He was like, like out loud. And I was like, bro, cállate, estoy grabando. Luckily, the mics were over there, but I was like,
Tranquilo.
No hay pedo. It's
because everybody in the press conference was mad and upset that they weren't live at the Oro, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that was fun.
Sure.
My girlfriend was there. Friends were there. Looked fun.
Punchies.
Punchies. You like Dior, Abe?
It sounded cool. I was writing in the press box while it was happening. It looked like a lot of people were having fun. I was kind of feeling a little bit of
So
FOMO,
much
but
traffic. The most traffic I've ever gotten leaving a
Yeah.
post match and all that. Still by 11 p.m.
Yeah,
Dior
definitely me
effect,
too.
bro.
But
A lot of
honestly, I think they should do that like every game. Just have a DJ after the game because like I imagine
Yeah,
traffic's
they
like
do.
horrible after like every other game. Just everyone trying to leave from the same exit in Mission Valley. So I think it just to spread out the nonsense. Just keep a bunch of people there with the post game concert. It was especially after like that victory. There were just so many people having fun. It looked cool for those people.
You know who wasn't having fun? Anders Dreyer, because he didn't get to score a goal.
Well,
I
he
think
got
he
an
has fun.
assist there. Nashville was very physical with SanDiego.FC out the gate and throughout the game. Like you kind of felt like this is going to be a chance, but that's what we're talking about right there. The reflex, the ability to get down with such a big body by Pablo SanDiego is incredible. And you know, it's just that shot stopping ability, the positioning that he has to read the ball in the air, know exactly where he has to be.
Manu Dua has no business taking on like 4 players there. The normal. This is how you know he's a midfielder. Because the normal center back
joy that I need to see.
cleared that thing out of there.
I would be so mad
if I was
if I'm Pablo SanDiego, I'm screaming. Sácala. Chinga la madre, mano. Sácala la madre.
Look at him. Takes on 1, takes on 2.
Gets the ball taken away. The generosity
He's
of
so
the
tall
referee.
that I get worried when he gets fouled like that. That I'm like, wait, se va a quebrar.
It's a baby giraffe situation every time. Here's the goal again. Celebration.
Yeah, but Manu Dua is definitely
again,
impressive.
like I would be mad, frustrated. Like great save, SanDiego.
Get that.
Get it out.
Get that shit out of there.
Get it out. Get it out.
Clear,
Get it out.
clear,
What are you
clear.
doing? Pass it to the right. He's asking for the ball. Open it to the right. Open it wide. Okay.
Everyone's like,
okay.
This is not right to dream.
This is. He's gone.
Manu,
rogue.
chill, Manu.
No, I love how Manu Dua in his first press conference. Oh, you think one of you guys were there when he got drafted? We got the opportunity to speak with him.
Yeah.
And one of the questions from somebody was, "Hey Manu, like, what is it like being a Right to Dream Academy graduate and blah 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 blah?" And he was like, "I didn't attend Right to Dream. I went to another school, academy, like
the rival
one." So clearly, the Gary to the Ash Ketchum of schools for Manu Dua dictates, I must take on everybody through the middle. Go bye. He was gonna do it.
He got fouled.
But he got fouled.
Yeah, I think we can all agree. The second half, SanDiego.FC came out with like that intensity in that second half to want to win this game. I think for the most part, right, like that first half was very mellow and it was going back and forth, but nothing too insane. And the second half, SanDiego.FC gets the goal, and then Nashville's getting shots on target, and it's kind of like looking like this could end in a 1-1 draw. And you guys get your prediction correct, draw. But yeah, no, I mean, there's that penalty that maybe didn't get called, but I think the ref still had it right.
Yeah. It's a tough situation, but
Ian Pilchard thought he was gonna call it. He's like, man, I did make contact.
like, yeah, no, there was,
Like, sí lo pateó.
Didn't go their way for Nashville there. Alex, did mine come in? No.
Emma
it was
Boateng
Emma
ended up
Boateng
coming in
and
for Chuky Lozano.
For Chuky.
And I do think I was a little confused as to, why is Chuky coming out? Like, okay, but like he played MLS All-Stars. He's probably going to start against Pachuca on Tuesday tomorrow. And that was kind of like my thought process. I don't know about you, Abe.
Yeah, at first it was Boateng for Angel, right? And then Vallecari moved up to the 9, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And I remember because I told you like if you take out Angel, who do you like put Vallecari up there? And I think once Godoy is back, we're probably gonna see Vallecari playing at the false 9 again.
Vallecari
once again, so good. I'm sorry, Vallecari is so good.
Penalty magnet.
I think Vallecari should have probably shot this, but again, Anders Dreyer, he's your go-to. Poor penalty taken.
Terrible.
I would vote for Luca Del Torre, honestly, but I mean, Dryer's taking better penalties. This is just a bad run up and a bad shot.
Disagree.
Like,
He scored.
He scored worse penalties.
No, he scored worse penalties. Yeah, like he's shot.
I don't think he's the best
shot
penalty
worse,
taker.
and they've gone.
we
in.
haven't seen like Chuky Lozano's obviously your go-to taker, but beyond that, it's only been Lozano and Dryer that have taken them, right? Like we don't know what Luca de la Torre's penalties look like.
For all we know,
that's who I would vote for.
I would give it to Yepe. I feel like Yepe just has that natural top corner type of blast.
Good save. I mean, I'm not to take anything away from the save. Like it's a good save. You guessed right. You went to the left side. Yeah, you did it. Good job. Should have Panenka, maybe. It would have gone in. But yeah, so Nashville just kept asking questions, and it's moments like these where Pablo Cisniega really comes through.
Hani Mukhtar with that lob and the chip. Cisniega is out. Mukhtar is down. Schaffelberg stumbles.
Just the physicality.
In a hurry, and he had to really brave from him.
1, 2, just disposing of 2 by like taking them out of the play effectively by take out your legs. I got the ball first, but your legs
and
are
you
done.
hear the commentary. Look how brave that is, and I think that's the difference between Cisniega and CJ. CJ's not brave.
Listen
on
to
goal.
the reaction.
Cisniega.
The guy behind, not the guy commentating.
Hani Mukhtar with that lob and the chip.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
That's what color commentary is for, right there. Little sounds like that.
oh.
That's color.
Best color commentary I've ever heard was the Univision Giovanni Dos Santos goal. Hugo Sanchez in the back thing.
Hani Mukhtar with that lob and the chip.
Oh,
Yeah. Ooh la la.
oh.
I think Pablo Cisniega has earned their starting spot.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
I don't want to.
You can't. I know you like Pablo Cisniega better.
Yeah, I'll push back on what you said earlier that the extension was a mistake. I think it's okay to have a young player under contract for a longer period of time, especially when they're probably still looking to develop Duran a little bit more, and like they'll need a backup goalkeeper. And Ciro Santos is a good option as a backup goalkeeper. And then with Pablo Cisniega, I think it's a 2-year contract, so maybe at the end of this season they might sell him early, or they could keep him too. Like they're creating options in the goalkeeper position that I think it's always good to just have multiple options and depth in this spot, especially in like such a crucial spot.
I agree with that as well, but I feel like the goalkeeper position, and Tony, correct me if I'm wrong because you're the goalkeeper expert here, but I feel like that's the one position where you ride the high of confidence when you're playing so great, but as soon as something goes wrong and you lose that confidence, you can go in a big slump. And there's been players that go in a slump and then they just don't get that confidence back. A perfect example for this is Mexico, Carlos Acevedo with Santos. Like this guy was going to be the goalkeeper for the 2026 World Cup because he was on this high of confidence. He was playing great, making crazy saves, and then just started kind of like getting scored on. He became the most scored goalkeeper in the league because the defense wasn't playing that well. And that just plummeted his confidence, and he's just not the best goalkeeper anymore. And I feel like that has a lot to do with that confidence, where hopefully that's not the case with CJ, but losing your starting spot when you're the 24-year-old starting goalkeeper at first, and then you lose it, and then you're not getting it back, and then you're not getting the minutes. I hope that's not the case, but that's not a door that's closed for CJ Dos Santos, where that confidence doesn't come back, and then he gets on goal, and then he gets scored on 3 times on a game that he comes back. That could happen. Tony, correct me if I'm.
No. That's it. You just ride the hot hand, and it's a confidence thing. There's a reason there's only one of you. Like that's if somebody goes down and you're outfield player, then you can probably be slotted into the left back position if need be. But there's only one goalkeeper position on the field, and that's exactly what you do. It's precious cargo on that end. SanDiego FC end up winning this match 1-0 against Nashville, and again maintaining that top of the Western Conference. Still, there's a couple games in hand by the teams chasing SanDiego FC.
I think Vancouver is like still a point behind with
the point behind with the game in hand.
So technically they have the chance to take over first place. Can I ask you what was your guys' favorite response from the post match from anyone, from Chuky, Mikey, Yepe. I feel like we don't talk about this enough in the podcast, and it's something that we should. Just your favorite moments from the press conference.
I think there was a moment where Lozano said, like, I told you guys we were going to surprise people, and kind of pushed back. I think I forgot who asked the question. I feel like it might have been Amord. I'm not sure who asked the question, but he kind of pushed back on somebody's like question as far as like he basically said like, yeah, at the beginning of the season I knew we were going to be good, and that's before they even picked any other players besides him and Duran. Like, Chuky Lozano had a lot of faith in the system and the project and what they were doing, like from that opening press conference that they had, and hearing him kind of like defend it, I thought that was a pretty cool answer.
All right, let's give it that context right here. This is from the post-match press conference. You can check all this out. SanDiego.Futbol. Immediately after the games, this is where you get the content. Share it to your people, share it to your friends, and everybody involved. But this is, and yes, we will get to the Tomás Ángel part where you asked that to Mikey Varas.
Confrontarnos un poquito de la jugada del gol, ya cuando te llegues a entender así con Anders significa que se complementan perfectamente y pues creo que son por algo los jugadores franquicia, ¿no? Que eligen ese equipo.
Pues sí, la verdad que desde un principio el entrenador, el club entendió y quiso tener una conexión entre nosotros dos y bueno, lo estamos llevando a cabo, ¿no?
I don't think so either, but
well, he was saying
that's talking about the connection that he has with Anders Dreyer and how much that's
for the audio listeners, because this one has English subtitles as well. But yeah, there is one where he says, I said it from the beginning, like this team was gonna surprise. I also did ask him about, like what are the emotions you're gonna face against Pachuca for the first time ever now tomorrow, and I did ask him if he would celebrate if he scores, and he said he was not going to celebrate. I respect it because I always feel like it's based on how you left that club, and he has such a good relationship with Pachuca. Like he left Europe, like it's his boyhood club. I feel like when players have a bad rep with the team that sold them or anything, then yeah, by all means celebrate against them. But I respect that he's not going to celebrate if he scores.
What about you, Tony? What was your favorite answer?
Yeah, what was your favorite moment? I mean, you don't have to. I know you're looking for it, but you just talk. Like it's okay. People can find this, Tony. No. People can find it on our YouTube channel. I think people also want to see their response of Mike Varas to Tomás Ángel.
I think the Tomás Ángel thing is probably a bit more relevant.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Well,
it's okay.
My favorite part was you asking head coach Mikey Varas about Tomás Ángel.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I mean, I was curious, right? It was towards the end of the press conference, and I feel like it's often very positive and we want to set everyone up for success. But I feel like at times you have to also ask about, hey, like this player's not really, you have a 9, he's not scoring goals. How do you deal with that? Like how, or like what can you
Something that you feel like maybe he can get better at in the future or something that he needs to work towards?
I think the obvious thing is that he's not scoring goals or getting the final pass, but we shouldn't minimize the work that he is doing. He's doing a tremendous job pressing. He's doing a huge amount of defending work for the team that helps liberate a little bit Irving and Anders. So, of course, any number 9 wants to get into more dangerous positions to help impact the goal. But what I will say is, like, he's still adding a lot to the team in terms of just that energy that he brings and really mature and disciplined defending is as strange as that sounds to say about a number 9. But that's important because we talk about being an and team. So we want to be a team that, is creative on the ball and can play well in possession and defends as a team and runs hard and fights.
Yep, Mikey Varas, likes his defending strikers.
George just said next week game against Mazatlan is considered a very attractive game. I got an email. Cox and Zoo will be closed, like the areas there at the stadium, not including the season tickets. And that's because, Mazatlan is not an attractive LigaMX team. They're the Morelia Morados.
Lowest attendant?
I can see that. I can see that being the lowest. I think Pachuca will get a good one. I think Tigres will also get a good attendance.
No, Philippe.
Hey.
His job isn't defense. Yes, but he's doing a great job of it.
Hey, the attacker is the first defender, right? At the end, I feel like it's only a matter of time. Tomas Angel is only there because there's no one else to take that spot. You're not gonna put Chuky at the 9. You're not gonna put Anders Dreyer at the 9. You're gonna probably put Balakari there once Godoy's healthy. But there's no one else.
And that's the thing. Like, yeah, he's adding to the team more than Milan did. Like, no. And earlier somebody said, like, oh, well, Dreyer has been his cross. I think it was either George or Philippe, like just saying, like, his crosses didn't seem to be on par with his passes. Well, he doesn't have his buddy Iloski to pass it to anymore. Like, that's who was receiving those passes.
I don't know, man. I feel like at this point, Tomas Angel is riding off that high from that one little curve pass he did early in the season and that freaky goal against America. Other than that, Tomas Angel has just been probably the biggest flop for SanDiego FC besides Anders Reyes.
And Colombia not coming through for SanDiego FC.
Did you guys see Reyes was at the game too? Did you guys?
He was at the game.
He was in crutches and had surgery on his knee.
He was waiting for the team to come back through the tunnel, say hi, and that's about it. That's your Andres Reyes report.
So he exists. You can't hold up the question mark.
No. I always knew he existed, but like the thought of him being a soccer player is still out there. Like I've seen him.
Angel has done more than Ingvarsten.
Oh.
How many goals does Ingvarsten have in the season? I think Angel has 2. Ingvarsten probably has 1. Ingvarsten has 1. But Ingvarsten has been injured for such a long time.
Tomas Angel might as well have been injured for a long time. Yeah, just a straight swap for Bombino and Tomas Angel.
But other than that, I mean, SanDiego FC end up pulling this win. They get 3 points at home against Nashville. Abe, you've also pointed to the idea that sometimes SanDiego FC maybe doesn't put the strongest lineups against Eastern Conference teams. This was probably the best lineup possible they had. They ended up winning. Nashville's one of the best teams in MLS as well. Like, what statement do you feel like this makes for SanDiego FC?
I think it basically says to the entire league that they're legit and they're not even at full health at this point, and they have complete belief in their style and everything that they're doing and that they've done this season, and like they can win in multiple ways. And I think like something that is really, really interesting to me is like they actually parked the bus for the first time, I think, this season.
Mm-hmm.
They brought on Patty McNair for Luca De La Torre, I believe. So just switching to a full 5-person back line and letting them kind of sit back is something that I could see them doing, like potentially like in a playoff spot or in this Leagues Cup tournament when they're trying to maintain a league. And I think it's good to add kind of wrinkles like this, especially defensive ones later on in the season where it's like, all right, you've proven you can score, and you can score without a good striker at this point too. You can win games without, like, you are able to be here without Milan Losky technically right now, and now you're going to be able to prove at least maybe try for longer periods of time. Like, maybe they're going to sit back a little bit. They're going to maintain the lead. They're going to try and build from that way. You know, maybe they do have this 3-5 back thing and then say, hey, you know what? Let Manu Dua go up a little bit more. Like, it's more little wrinkles and versatility things that it's good for the development of this team, I think.
Yeah, and look, again, it's been working. So whatever we might think, we might say Tyler Heaps and company are making it happen because guess what? Reinforcements are on their way.
I told you it was going to be someone from Spain. Do you remember that? Didn't I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did.
You did, actually.
You did. SanDiego FC signed midfielder Pedro Soma over, not from Barcelona. He was on loan to Barcelona B. He was actually owned by a Catalonian team, but Cornellà. But he makes his way to San Diego on a permanent deal. That is official now. Now, Pedro Soma. Yay. A lot of clout with Barcelona B. But again, another young player for Mikey Vadas to utilize for this project. Like, this is, I don't know. What do you guys feel? This is it's not Huming Son.
No, I think Mikey Vadas is really kind of picking at players that he had in the under 20 U.S. men's national team, which is where he coached last as well before being the interim. But I think he's really just saying, I want this player because this, and that. I want this player. I want this player. I want this player. And again, why not? Like, if it's working, go for it. That's cool. I still feel like you're going to need some experience. They already have the experience. But, I mean, maybe it's a good signing. Maybe he's a wonder kid. But again, all these players that are 19, 20 years old are eventually going to end up getting sold somewhere. You're not going to have them here in the next 5 years. Because if they're this good and you're claiming that they're going to be this like talented players in the future, another team's going to come in and swoop that deal. Like, you're not going to be able to pay them. Like, there's salary caps for a reason in MLS. So there's a reason why nobody else has done this in MLS. We'll see what happens. As of now, sure. Can you win a championship with a bunch of 20-year-olds? Maybe.
Mhm.
Maybe that's a secret. Maybe SanDiego.FC has unlocked something we haven't seen, but they're definitely proving everyone wrong.
So just official, the transaction with SanDiego.FC acquires midfield Pedro Soma from Spain's UI Cornellà, guaranteed through 2027 with a club option for 2028. Soma will be added to the roster pending receipt of his ITC. So that's the official language for this deal. So he'll be here for a bit. Abe?
Yeah, I think it's overall pretty solid move, especially if it's with the philosophy they've laid forth, and it shows really a confidence in what they're building and what they believe in. I think when you compare it to the development of other teams here in San Diego, I think a lot of other teams might have gone in a different direction, added a player that they weren't really sure or just kind of out of left field. I think we saw that a little bit in the development of Wave. There are times where a player was added and you can tell Casey Stoney wasn't really playing them or starting them or didn't have the same belief in them and wanted to go with the lineup that they were comfortable with. And I think we saw that with Loyal too. And at this point, when you have Mikey Vadas and Tyler Heaps, who seem to be kind of on the same wavelength, I think that's good for the development of this team so far. Like like I said earlier, they haven't proven us wrong.
And
Look,
then, yes.
Not to say, like, look, playing in Bar B is a good thing as well. Like, Xavi, Busquets, Iniesta, Puyol, Thiago Alcantara, Piqué, they all played in Barcelona B when they made that jump.
Okay.
Like, I'm just saying, like, he's playing with players that will potentially.
Yeah.
He's playing in a team where those other teammates he had are eventually going to make the jump to La Liga. He ends up coming to MLS, which is a little different, right? But I mean, the level is there when you have to play in Barcelona B as well. Not saying that just shows that this kid is talented. Like, he can play, he can ball. I think he's gonna do good things coming off the bench. Who knows? Maybe he gets a starting spot over Godoy in the future. Like, look, Godoy's 35.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to find someone to start over him probably next season.
David Vasquez also coming from Philadelphia Union, so another midfielder there too.
19 years old.
This is good. Honestly, Heaps is taking the season for granted, thinking being in first is easy. So here's my thing. What if SanDiego.FC had Chuky Lozano, Anders Dreyer, a third DP, just Zimmerman, just like MLS legends and just big greats of the league and internal. And yeah, you just have this everything that the fan base wants when they see Huming Son linked to LAFC, Mueller to Vancouver. Like, what are we doing? We're signing these kids. Like, what if you did get all those players and you were in first place? What would people complain about then? Because it's happening with this roster, with its rotating young backline roster, and it's happening. They're in first place. What more do you want? Is it sustainable? Well, we'll find out. We're finding out. They weren't supposed to beat Nashville like that. I really don't think it was in the script for SanDiego.FC to beat Nashville. But Pedro Soma coming in, good talent. And another system player for Mikey Varas and Right to Dream and SanDiego.FC's style of play.
Yeah, I mean, anything else for SanDiego.FC besides Leagues Cup? You know, they're facing against Pachuca. And they're facing Tigres on Friday.
My hands are up with Leagues Cup, not only because I'm not allowed to cover Leagues Cup and not allowed to be in the press box for this. Let's see what Leagues Cup brings. Like, I'm here to be a witness of whatever happens with SanDiego.FC in their first Leagues Cup.
Look, Pachuca is 3-0. They're a great team. They have great players. You know, they have Idrisi. They have, Pachuca is just that team that has. Pachuca is the Right to Dream team of LigaMX. If you don't know about Pachuca, they're the academy team in LigaMX. They're the academy team in Mexico. They produce the best young talent in Mexico right now, and they have been for the last probably 10 plus years. You know, Chuky Lozano came out of there. Guti Gutierrez came out of there. Like, you had Victor Guzman. You have so many great, talented players that have come out of there. And they go on that philosophy of having youngsters playing and starting for the team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see.
Something you're never going to see in MLS or in American sports is this moment right here.
La van a revisar, pero la asistente número 1, Jessica Fernanda Morales, está muy segura de lo que vio Rafa Puente. Me pareció, no estamos en el mejor.
That's
there really
somebody's
aren't
steal.
enough crowd shots in these MLS games. And Mexican broadcasts, I think, for soccer are always so much better, just because like the camera shots are so silly and dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
Or it's just like they go to something crazy and they have the perfect reaction shot no matter what right after.
Somebody's always on it. But yeah, Pachuca first place right now, very, very early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
They actually just this was the goal that they actually beat Mazatlan with 1-0. VAR ended up saying there was no offsides, and that's that victory. So we'll see. Abe,
it's Leagues Cup. It's
Leagues Cup.
contrived. It's invented. It depends if you win, whether or not they try as hard, I think. But also, they're always going to try super hard. It's weird. It offers a chance to play in the, I think, top 3, get CONCACAF Champions Cup, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, it has consequences.
Look, man,
consequence.
I'm just salty. You might get to see La Chofis start this cup.
Yeah,
you're gonna get to see Chofis play, maybe. That's so cool.
Yeah, you guys can send me questions and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's football. LigaMX versus MLS. Who's better?
Don't forget, you're also gonna see Tigres.
Jimmy versus Mikey.
Yeah. Tigres is also this week, so.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see Marcelo Ruiz, Diego Lainez, like Second Line Soccer said, Angel Correa.
Yeah.
Former Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be very interesting because it's like you have the team that's at the top of the Western Conference in the MLS versus a lot of pretty good LigaMX teams. So is this like, what do you think as of right now, Chiva? I remember what you said at the beginning of the season. What do you think is better, LigaMX or MLS?
Oh,
LigaMX. I still think LigaMX is better. Like, you're telling me, you feel like LigaMX really tried at that All-Stars games? No. Like, LigaMX is, I still think, more competitive.
The MLS tried?
I think so. I think they tried harder.
Oh, okay.
They tried so hard, they were like, we're not putting Messi so we can win. I still think LigaMX is the better.
I think I agree with you. They edge MLS out just a little bit because I think like the bad MLS teams are like really bad, and with the way all the contract stuff works and GAM, salary caps, it's all just kind of nonsensey. But it just by a little bit though. It's still pretty. It's pretty close.
I think Mexico right now. Yeah, William Carvalho plays in Pachuca.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude. I think LigaMX has better youngsters right now than MLS does.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, in MLS, I think that's kind of like on purpose because they have their MLS next teams in there.
He played in Pachuca?
Yes, Tony.
Oh my God.
Pato.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
I love that kid. Well, not kid anymore, but all right. Well,
yeah,
should be interesting. We
Muy
got some other soccer
great
that's coming up
prospect,
though.
William Carvalho. That's why you looked it up.
No. I knew William Carvalho. He was supposed to be great. Chelsea was looking at him. But in any
But
case,
Pachuca got to him first.
now there's been transfers, but let me tell you, out of all of these, there is one transfer that's going to impact soccer in San Diego the most. The most impactful signing today, soccer in San Diego wise. The great MVP Nick Pereira is signing for the San Diego Sockers from Tacoma. Joint. We're gonna have Soccer's overtime for this, but
How do you give this wave promo and then start talking soccer?
Because
That's
the actual probably biggest signing is the first ever Brazilian player for San Diego Wave.
Dudinha por dentro, bola para Dudinha, bateu pro gol, voltou na Dudinha.
That's Dudinha, 20-year-old Brazilian starlet coming in. Abe, what do you think of it?
You're the big Brazilian fan. I think you might have more to say on it, but I mean it's a huge deal. I think you're adding a little bit more dynamic player to your front line, and I think you'd probably say it's probably like the answer to the Maria Sanchez departure, but it's overall like I think it's a pretty solid move. I think you needed to add something during this summer break that the NWSL has been having, and she's I think still away with Copa America. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, and then also the Colombian player that they have that has not appeared in any matches. She's been starting for Colombia, so it's kind of interesting. Like, especially if she's in form, I think maybe you kind of look to her to be starting for the Wave at some point. But like, is she gonna be like playing in Copa America and then just come to Wave and sit on the bench? That seems kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, pretty insane. Chiva, have you seen this goal by Dudinha?
No, go ahead.
Vamos ver o que vai fazer a Dudinha. Adiantou, pé esquerdo, bateu pro gol!
That's coming to San Diego.
Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, at this point, I feel like Wave has a lot of international players. Are they up there with maybe being the most international team in NWSL, or is there other teams that have a lot more international players?
They're definitely up there. I think they've traded for some of the international spots. I would need to go through every team and check just to be sure, but they definitely do have a lot for the NWSL, a league that does put limitations on how many international players they can have. So it's interesting. And then I think adding a Brazilian player is always fascinating too, because like some teams have like multiple Brazilian players, but just having one, sometimes it looks a little weird. Like that player doesn't meld. They're just playing at a different pace. It's it's a whole different game with their style of soccer and stuff. So it could be interesting to see how well she melds, especially with the French connection that's been working so well in the midfield and then starting from the back with Paul Maroney, then to Kenza Dali, and then to Delphine Cascarino. And Cascarino's just had an unreal Euros performance as well. So I think it's a good ad for the Wave. I mean, you ask any person and it's just like, do you want a Brazilian that's good at scoring goals? Most people are going to tell you yes.
She named the just the youngest young player prospect in Brazil. She's touted to carry the team through the 2026-2027 World Cup in Brazil. That just a young, very much younger Dudinha with some of her heroes. Like she she's been primed for greatness in the sport, and man, look at that. That's brought memories.
I just want to, I mean, look, every team's making moves, and I think Wave are making some very low-key but strong moves. Like, I feel like Dudinha has that potential to be a breakout star in the NWSL, right? I mean, we saw Mia Official going to Seattle, but if you were to compare Mia Official to the style that maybe Dudinha has, you put highlight reels
Pretty
together.
similar.
I'm like, maybe I go with the 20-year-old Dudinha, you know, like Yoga Bonito. Like,
With
that's
2
cool.
ACLs.
Exactly. So, I mean, I feel like the moves that Idaval and the front office for San Diego Wave are doing, like, I think it's very interesting. Yeah. So, I think they're setting up San Diego Wave for success to hopefully make a run in the playoffs, to try to finish top 3 in the league and potentially top 2, and, you know, hopefully win a championship. But I dig the moves that they're making.
100%. What are you laughing at?
That was just a funny celebration because he like
bodied
her tried to pick her up and then just like tackled her like.
The good goal, good strike.
Yeah, great goal. Good. Just did mistime the jump.
I counted the international players. I know some of them technically don't count for an international. I think like Carusa doesn't count. I think Kaylin Sheridan doesn't count for an international.
Yeah, she's grandfathered to it.
Yeah. But if you don't consider that, and just based on like the national teams they play for, that's 12 of the Wave players that play for other national teams that are not the U.S.
Wow.
That's
incredible.
That's really
13 now, I think, with Dudinha.
Yeah, she was. What was?
Foi eleita a melhor atacante do Paulistão feminino.
She was the best attacker in Brazilian football.
Lado de Amanda Gutierrez do Palmeiras.
Next to Amanda Gutierrez of Palmeiras, one of the biggest prospects in Brazilian football.
E da Gabi Zanotti do Corinthians.
Gabi Zanotti.
Pensa que todas essas conquistas são suficientes para craque?
And even after all these accolades, it's not enough for this crack. Well, crack.
Oh, look at that.
Nada
Where does Canio fit in?
Oh.
Dudinha quer muito mais.
I think you put her back in the midfield. She
I
kind of
think-
cooled down too.
I think Jonas Idaval has a
cooled
great problem in his hands. Like, he has a lot of talented players to pick from. And again, depth is not a bad thing. Competition, rotations is not a bad thing. Like, you have Ascanio who's playing probably some of her best, and she's still only 17.
Mm-hmm.
You still have Melanie Barcenas, who's a firecracker that can come in and, like, you know, bring up the momentum. But now you have Dudinha, who's 20 years old and it's probably, if not faster than Mel B, and can also shoot. Like, I think the future is very promising for San Diego Wave for the rest of the season, which they come back this weekekend in the NWSL. We got NWSL action this weekend.
Yeah, North Carolina. But
hey, by the way,
said it was on here.
We're doing, yeah.
It's in North Carolina.
In NC. Sorry about that. We're not counting Leagues Cup game score predictions.
You guys said no.
No, right? So we're gonna take it. All right, cool. All right, just so we need to do NWSL. But in asking Dudinha about her ambitions, this is what she said.
Tem muita coisa para viver ainda no futebol e a minha mãe sempre me ensinou a ter os pés no chão, então eu tô sempre querendo mais. Isso que eu conquistei até hoje para mim não é nada perto do que eu ainda quero.
Yeah, you got that, Abe?
Football.
She actually talked about how she loved playing soccer because her brother actually played soccer and was part of the academy teams, and she also just wanted more and wanted to always push herself and be the best that she can absolutely be. So she knows that she's a star. She knows that she's going to be destined for great things. So it's good to see that level of talent coming here for San Diego Wave FC. But yeah, Dudinha.
San Diego Wave travels to North Carolina to play against Jaden Shaw and NC Courage.
Mm-hmm.
Last time they faced each other here at home.
Wasn't a good time for Jaden.
No, it was not. Got a bunch of boos, bunch of offs. But San Diego Wave won that game 5-2.
Wasn't a good time for Jaden Shaw.
A lot of goals, I believe. Was that the last Maria Sanchez goal? No. Yes? No. But she scored at the end, and Adriana Leon had a brace in that game. Gentlemen, what are we thinking? It's been a long break. They've had a couple preseason games against Utah. Not preseason, but like just scrimmages. Abe, you saw one of them. Obviously, not all the players were there. But do we think San Diego Wave comes back hot? Predictions, because we're also running something for them. The loser of this one has to go in the ocean and ride a wave.
Jeez. Are we allowed to wear a bodysuit too? Do we have to wear a bodysuit? Right? We don't.
It'll be required for the two of us to wear bodysuits.
Okay.
We don't want to get arrested.
I almost bought a bodysuit at a thrift store the other day. It's like $5. I didn't know if it fit, but I was like, it's $5. I should just buy it. But
yeah, you should. Yeah, smart purchase.
I
bought an espresso machine at the thrift store for $15.
Nespresso?
Nespresso.
That's pretty good.
It's a $200 one.
Yeah, well, guess what? Those will probably you 3 pods is just they paid it off. They're so expensive, the actual pods.
No, but it's still like each coffee is like $5.
Company card, huh?
What do you guys think for this one? I got San Diego Wave winning this game 3-1.
Oh, Abe.
I think it's probably gonna be a 2-1 win. I also think they're gonna win, but it's hard to predict the game coming off a break. You don't know what the chemistry is gonna look like. You don't know what North Carolina is gonna look like. They've been working on something. They've been in the lab, so it's so hard to just predict. I think they're still really good. Cascarino's had a long time at the Euros. She's in form, but like maybe she's tired. She hasn't melded with the team so far. Maybe she's like just running a little bit faster than everyone else, and everyone else is just like, whoa, slow down.
Yeah.
I think that's sometimes a problem with really good players is it's weird to say, but like they're playing at too high a level where the rest of the team is like, but I still think they'll be able to pull out a victory.
They say that,
What's the score?
He's at 2-1.
2-1.
What do you think, Tony?
Tanya, season's greetings, Tanya. Perfect timing. What's your score prediction? She always gets it right. She's so in tune with us.
Tanya has a wave alert. Like every time we're talking wave, she just happens to hop on. Welcome to the pod, Tanya. Tony, come on, give me a prediction. What do you think?
San Diego Wave's gonna lose 2-1. No.
Whoa, okay.
No, San Diego Wave should win. I don't think clean sheet. I think Jaden Shaw will get, her troops rallied up and they'll get one past Kaylin Sheridan. It'll be a 2-1 effort. 2-1 win.
For this one, currently Tony's in the lead with 9. Abe has 8 points, and I have 7 points. This one is still up for grabs.
Yeah. You want to hear a good San Diego Wave podcast too? Sirens.
Yeah,
Siren song.
Oh,
it's actually with Tanya.
Nice, love that.
Bucket hats galore. She was devastated with the Maria Sanchez. Like,
I know.
Like there's people I think of because I know, like I clock them of like, man, like
this person.
I knew a huge Milan Ilowski fan, like huge, and I was like, oh, yikes, like oh well. Tanya says 2-0, nothing for Jaden, nothing for and for
nothing for that traitor,
nothing for that team. By the way,
are we we got to finish grades, guys. They got the.
We do have to finish grades.
Finish grades.
Finish the grades.
Remember where we left off for grades?
I think
we did defense.
We did defense. No.
Goalkeeper.
We did.
Yeah, we
did. We go backwards?
No, yeah, we went goalkeeper, defense. Right. So we got to go midfielders.
Let's go.
Which, I mean, yeah. Let's go.
Do you guys remember who on local sports radio always did letter grades during the middle of the season? I feel like there's somebody that we stole this from.
Dude, I mean, goals, gaps, and greats. It's just gol, error, figura.
No, but you can do the hacksaw voice, right?
I'm not comfortable imitating a different. You do. I know you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, letter grades for the middle of the season. This is the best 5 minutes in sports talk. What is it? As he say? I don't know.
You'll never get the joy that I just had. Chiva.
That was pretty bad, but
it was what it had to be.
I did a good Obama the other day out of nowhere.
Oh, now we cannot move forward with grades.
No.
Without you telling us about. I'm also not believe. All right.
The Affordable Care Act. No.
All right, we got.
I've done better. I swear it was better. Anyways.
All right, we're gonna go. I mean, we can't grade Trinity Byers because she hasn't played all season. We got Chiamaka.
That was such an interesting player. I think when she did come on, it was in that game against Kansas City on the road, right?
Yep,
where she
fastest
scored.
goal.
Was that Kansas City or Orlando? I'm trying to remember.
It was Orlando.
It was Orlando, yeah.
Yeah.
But that fastest goal, she was immediately super dynamic, and then she got injured pretty soon after, and we haven't really seen her since.
Yeah,
it was B plus, and then
B+.
disappeared for the rest of the year, so it's hard to give a grade.
So Chiamaka did the classic thing where you go and you do your SATs, and you don't want to get questions wrong. So what you do is you just don't answer them. So the questions you get right, but the questions you don't answer, they're not held against you. So
but you don't gain from it either.
With that, I'll agree. Just a B minus, just B minus. Like it wasn't. They didn't win that game. So I think B minus, just a good performance. Good. Who plays first? Danny Byers or Dudinha?
Dudinha.
Yeah, I think Dudinha.
I think so.
Dudinha. We got Adriana Leon right here, number 9.
She didn't have a preseason. Her preseason was already in season for San Diego Wave. That's why she struggled early on. When she got the rhythm of things, I think she's really been able to be a solid B player, moving with trajectories up into B plus and beyond.
4 goals, 1 assist. I think when she's playing up top, like you can tell the difference than any other player. So for that, I give her a B plus.
I want to hear your grades too, Tanya, or read them or see them.
I would say B plus, A minus, probably leaning more towards B plus, but you could tell there's the potential for her to really find her form and play at a really high level. I still don't think we've even seen the best of Adriana Leon. Even during that game when she had a brace, you could tell there are times where she's finding a weird position or pressing in a kind of weird way, but she's looking for that goal, and I think she was a good ad right before the season started. They needed this striker spot, and she's starting to. I think she has the potential to really take over for this team.
Yeah, complete overhaul. San Diego Wave also part of that.
A plus.
Leon is fearless. I want to see her more of her. Yeah, agreed.
I got ahead of myself.
Kenza Dali.
A plus. Yeah, best player in the team.
S tier.
Let's see. How do you say A plus in French?
A plus.
Oui, plus.
Je ne sais pas. Parlez-vous français?
Yeah, I think we've said it throughout the season, but she's just been so crucial to this midfield and just really the captain of the team without being the captain. She's so important to every single aspect of their game, both on defense and on offense. She's just really, really good.
You know what's crazy? Looking at the French women's national team, Kenza Dali wasn't there, and those midfielders are so good as well, to the point where they didn't need Kenza Dali on there.
They could have used her in that last game against Germany. Honestly, that's all I could think about. That midfield kind of fell apart a little bit, in that I don't know if it was the pressure or if it there's a little bit of a curse happening with France, but she really might be earning her spot back onto that national team.
I agree. And yeah, Philippe, she should be the captain, not Kaylin. Sorry, Kaylin. future once again a guest of the show, hopefully very soon. But Ken Zadali is the leader of this team. So on le deux fromage from me to you, Ken Zadali.
All right, we got Gia Corley. I give her an A. What? You wouldn't give Gia Corley
recently?
I mean, you can't say recently. We haven't seen them play in over a month. Like, she's been phenomenal when she comes in, when she plays, when she starts. She's been probably the probably the third best player.
I know she could do more though. B+.
I would say A- because the way she started the season really like opened up like, whoa, this could be like crazy. She's better than Jaden Shaw. She's doing so many different things on this.
She's better than Jaden Shaw.
She's like, it's really dynamic and stuff. And then she kind of cooled off a little bit. And since then, I still don't think we've seen what she was at the beginning of the season. And that might just be the rest of the league learning a little bit more. But I think she still had, you could tell that there's still that part inside of her that she could be like an even better, more dynamic 10 and attacking midfielder. So it was good to start the season, which is why I think I'd say A-. But
did she fell off a little bit, or did Cascarino just step up a lot more that we saw less of Gia Corley?
No, she fell off.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I give her an A.
It's not bad. B+ isn't bad.
The B+ isn't bad, but I still think she's an A. I think she's great. I think you can tell when she's on the field.
Yeah, she just,
B+.
Could have appeared in a couple more classes, and that citizenship grade wouldn't have been affected as much.
Mackenzie Robbie is up next on our forward/midfielders.
Where is she? Yes.
I think, from last season, she was one of the best players. Now this season, she's just hasn't gotten minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I with that, I guess I got to go with the D.
Harsh.
I did see her at the friendly that they had against Utah. She was playing in the right wing spot for Cascarino, and she's still really dynamic and was a really good player. Like, I think she would have a starting spot on a lot of other NWSL teams, honestly. Like, she's really good. I would probably give her a B-. Like, she obviously not getting minutes. But like, you can't start her over Cascarino, but she's still a good option off the bench.
Yeah, no, it's.
I don't even think
good
she's
off
an
the
option
bench
anymore. I don't even think she's an option anymore off the bench.
Where have you been for San Diego Wave?
I mean, look at all the players they have.
It's a good option to have. I'll agree. It's a good option to have.
Yes, it is. But I mean, I think you have a lot of other players. I mean, you're eventually gonna have Trinity Byers coming back from injury.
Dudinha, bro.
Dudinha, like.
Eu falo português, mais ou menos.
Who do we have next? Kimi Ascanio.
Kimi Ascanio, right here, a youngster.
I think most people like the careers of her and Melanie Barcenas are gonna always be tied together. I think just because they're both young teenagers that came up and started their professional careers with Wave. But most people would have thought that Mel B would be the one that's like shining and performing at a really high level. But Kimi Ascanio like really like found an evolution this year that I don't think we saw that from her last season. But when this season started, like, she's just been really good, really dynamic, and like she took the starting spot from Maria Sanchez and kept it for a little bit, which is kind of crazy for Maria Sanchez, who was one of the Wave's highest paid players and like a national team player for the senior national team for Mexico. Like, and she took that spot and deserved it too. So I would just give her an A. And
I give her an A.
A. Just because she hasn't found her best spot consistently yet. There's no knock on her. She's been excelling everywhere else. Everywhere she's been asked to play, she's been doing very well. So that consistency aspect throughout, there's an A. But if she specializes and starts to find, you know what, that's striker positions for her, or you know what, the midfield is where she's going to be, and her primary position is going to be that, then I can say maybe A+. But not for anything else. But that's a solid A. Ascanio A, A+. I wouldn't be mad at A+ or A-.
I feel like A+ is so hard just because I see A+ and I'm like, that's Cantadali.
Because Cantadali is A+. Yeah, 100%.
I think
Cascarino,
Ascanio and A is very, very fair.
Yeah, Kimi was a wild card. Never thought she'd be a regular starter this season. Happily surprised. Yeah,
most people would agree with that. I think that no one expected her to have her on the starting roster.
Kira Caruza, she is my new Ben Spencer.
Whoa.
No,
not the Ben Spencer spot.
I'm sorry, she's not good.
Oh,
she's not good, man.
Oh.
Every time I see her playing, I'm like, dude, no.
Tomas Angel or Kira Caruza?
Oh,
they're both in that spot in the top of this.
It's the same. It's the same. They're not. That's every time I see anything that has to do with like internationals, Caruso's always scoring for Ireland. I just think this style with Wave is not for her, and it's not suitable for her play style. So she's not thriving, which is making her seem like she's not the best player. But for this season, for San Diego Wave, where she stands right now, I'm gonna go with a D.
I'll agree. D. Some of
she got a brace in the friendly. Does that count for anything?
No, it does not count.
What does it count for, Abe? What does it count for?
I mean, something counts for it. It has to count for something because like people are gonna have memories of that match in Utah. They might not be the strong. Like I'm always gonna remember this friendly that they had at Torero.
Yeah, but these are season grades, not friendly grades.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, and that's why I think I'd agree with you guys. Probably like a D. She presses like she's a little bit there. I think if I had to choose between her and Tomas Angel, I'd probably choose her. Like Tomas Angel straight up disappears, but at least
Tomas Angel has more goals in the season than she does.
Kind of reminds me of Alex Morgan when she was in Orlando scoring for national teams, but not too much for club.
Yeah, that's kind of nice to compare to.
Taking the highlight spot away from Barcenas by starting on several games and becoming the real presence on the field. Yeah, Ascanio has taken advantage of those positions, and somebody who else has.
I think Barcenas has gotten more of a spotlight just because she's from San Diego.
And because she dribbles fancier and she's all respect. It's a TikTok style of play that Barcenas has.
A+.
Your eyes went up, Abe, and that was a strong statement by me. But hey, go do all those Nike commercials all you want. You're still you're.
It's true.
You're not.
It is true.
You're not cutting inside, and you're not taking a shot.
And you're not passing. You're
dribbling through past Edgar Davies, who is like on his fourth stint of astigmatism in his glasses, and it's just that's fine. But once you start producing for San Diego Wave and doing your job, then I'll go ahead and be like, okay, good. She's putting in the work. She's going in a forward position. Maybe again, it's not for you here in San Diego Wave. It would suck for marketing. It would suck for all those purposes. But Barcenas is not taking the opportunities as Ascanio is, and fortunate or not, this is kind of the reality.
Ascanio is just a better overall soccer player.
It's a Neymar style. Like for me, I never liked Neymar. Like just put the fries in the bag. Just get.
Did you say that about Neymar? With the
what?
Dude?
Yes,
you told Neymar to put the fries in the bag.
Brazilians ever.
The way
Neymar is tough. Oh, wait a second.
No.
This is the hottest take you've ever had, dude. This is stupid on your part.
No, it's not.
I'm about to leave.
What does top 3 Brazilians mean? Like, what are you talking about?
Dude, tell that to Dudinha. See what she tells you.
Like
the top. She's not going to say Neymar's top 3.
Just because he didn't get to win a World Cup doesn't mean he's not top 3 Brazilians.
Pelé, Marta, and then
okay,
Neymar has the thing.
I get it. I guess yes. I mean, if we're including like both men and women, but if we're just talking men, I mean, fuck, I don't even want to put Pelé up there. He won 3, but like,
let's
Pelé, Ronaldinho, Neymar. Pelé, Ronaldinho, Neymar. Neymar better than Ronaldo.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. No, my God. Yes. No. Yes. Yes.
It's Pele, Marta,
No.
and then everybody else.
No, I think Neymar got
By the
too
way,
much hate.
did you guys?
Neymar got too
by
much
the way,
hate.
both of you guys didn't hear what I said. I don't like the style of play that Neymar had. That style of
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and
the difference is that Neymar actually scored goals and was a wonder
there
kid.
you go.
Barcenas, I mean, isn't there
There you go.
yet.
There you
The Phil Cascarino, A+. Yes.
A plus.
Yeah.
A+. Savannah McCaskill, this is an
Oh,
interesting
we just
one.
fucking okay, cool. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, she has the potential to be an MVP candidate. Like she's done everything she needs to do.
bad.
She somehow upgraded her level. I think she was really good, probably the best player on the team last year. And then now that the team's gotten better around her, she's just shown that she can play at an even higher level. She's phenomenal.
I agree. I mean, Cascarino is just the X factor, right? I mean,
I'm
think-
sorry. I'm catching up with everybody agreeing with me about Neymar. Thank you.
yeah, people don't know ball, man. It's cool. It's cool. No, I'm sorry.
Well, this is a conversation for another day. During the
Nobody
offseason,
has seen more Brazilian players.
Neymar would have
play
won a
than
World Cup with
Amy.
Brazil if he didn't break his back in that World Cup.
Don't break your back.
Oh, okay. Don't play dirty.
Don't play flashy for the sake of playing flashy.
This
Play-
dude was carrying
play-
Brazil. That
Yeah,
World
he
Cup.
was. Yeah, he was.
They would have beat Germany.
Yeah, he was, and
in
broke
that
his back.
semifinal.
Broke his back in the process.
Oh man,
Let me
that's
tell
crazy.
you. Let me tell you. Germany would have scored 7 goals, and Neymar would not have scored 6, because Oscar from Chelsea was the only player to score in that game by Brazil. Anyways, sorry. That's Kimi Ascani, Delfin Cascarino. Great. SanDiego.Futbol is great of the season.
Delfin Cascarino A+. Now we go to Savannah McCaskill. And
hey, I'd say a B.
She's
She found her way.
transitioning to a new role,
Mhm.
and she's adapting, and she's been doing great because she relies a lot on Kenza Dali, but I give her a solid B because she has been playing great and adapting to the 6th role.
yeah, I think B+. They've needed her in that spot, and she's like really provided. Like I think this team wouldn't be where they are without McCaskill, just because like having that 6 is so important, and she's like transitioned to that really well. And I don't think they signed her to be a 6, but she's versatile enough that she plays really well at the 6th spot. And yeah, I think Tanya makes a good point. Nonstop hustle. That's what you need from a 6th too. And on the defensive level, she's been really good this season.
Better 6 than what Van Egmond was.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Van Egmond
Better
was
midfielder than Van Egmond was for San Diego.
Was
that first season she was really good. But
She was really good that first season, but then she just fell off.
geriatric baby giraffe midfield.
You agree with the B+?
Yeah,
McCaskill?
B.
plus.
B. I say B, just because
Mhm.
I've always waited for this Savannah McCaskill that I've been promised, and it just never came. And I know she does more on offense, and that's not the role that she's playing now. I get it, but I wanted to see more. I want to see her scoring. All right.
The last attacking player we have on here is Melanie Barcenas. I think that's the best. That's probably the best player to wrap it up with.
I mean, you guys start because I had hot takes right now, so I don't want to influence either of you. Melanie Barcenas.
D+, E-.
Chat.
D+, E-.
B. Well, you got to choose one.
D+.
I think I would say C. I don't think she's had enough minutes to properly give a super great grade, but she hasn't been able to score goals, I think, at the level that people have expected, especially with the flashy, as Tony says, not me, Tony, TikTok
C-
style of soccer.
Yeah.
And there are definitely times where it's like, why isn't there a shot there? The dribbles are maybe a little unnecessary. Defenders know it's coming too. I think that's kind of an issue, is like defenders are just waiting for it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work as well. Like sometimes it does work, but also it's like it worked, but where was the pass after that, or where was the shot after that? That's the part that's been missing from Melanie Barcenas' game. And I think we've all said that like she has the potential to really be a unstoppable player, maybe, but hasn't shown here so far. And she's still such a young player too that this could develop.
Yeah, like there's time, but again, like she's the heiress to the offense of San Diego Wave, and marketing will be marketing, and just like the natural successor of an Alex Morgan sort of thing. Like that's her favorite player. She retires. Like it was set up for this to be the breakout season for Melanie Barcenas, and it just hasn't been that. And so go look at any of the highlight reels that San Diego Wave will post on their timelines, or the highlights of Melanie Barcenas taking on and destroying somebody, absolutely destroying somebody.
Loses it at the end, though.
What happens after? Yeah, that's the team aspect. That's what this team needs, is to get further into playoffs. And if it works in playoffs, it's fine. And I will say that, yeah, players are waiting for that move, and she still gets through. So that's the mark of a great player. It's coming. It's coming. By the chance that you catch up, she's already behind you. So I'll say a C. Just C. There's nothing just really popping up, and there's room for improvement a lot, but not at the moment for that. So yeah, those have been the mid-season grades. Feels she focuses too much on her skills that she sometimes forgets about the next step, maybe to draw players and find open players to pass it to. Yeah, like that's just the nature of a selfish style player. Like, not selfish in just the style requires you to have the ball that she plays and do all the step overs and fancy dribbling techniques, and that's all fine. That's my grandpa in me. Like these kids these days, like just get the job done.
That's
like
why you don't like me.
Okay. I mean,
that was the craziest take ever.
That Neymar is not top 3.
I mean, you don't like Neymar. Like,
I think it's okay for you to not think he's top 3, but for you to say he's like, what did you said he sucks, or what?
I never said he sucks.
No, but
no, you guys,
you did say like his style of play is not like, you don't like it, but you did kind of like allude to like him not being a good soccer player.
Yeah, I mean he's fine. He's all right. he's okay in the pantheon of Brazilian players. He's one of them. Ronaldo phenomenal in his short time. Did more and was more transcendent within and outside of the sport itself. That it just, it could have lasted 6 months for all we know, and it's still better than the entire catalog of Neymar. And he just keeps tarnishing it. The more he plays, it's like, all right, dude, like, because it's still part of his legacy, what he's doing in Saudi Arabia, and it's still part of his legacy going over into Brazil and failing, blaming the ball for, that's not, no, dude, like.
I mean,
MSN,
all this for Messi right now is part of his legacy too, like being in MLS and finishing like that. Like,
oh, excuse you, you mean the Supporter Shield winner? Okay,
Led did it too, right? He came to.
Led did it too. David Beckham did it too.
Yeah, she was still in shock. You're shook. Back in my day,
top 10 Brazilian, dude. He's top 3 Brazilian. Like, that's crazy.
Top 3?
I can't say top 3. I can say top 10, probably top 5, but
top 3.
I wouldn't call him top 3.
Again, like Roberto Carlos. Like,
I don't put Neymar would dance circles around Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, and then he'd get fouled.
Yeah, and probably score a free kick.
Well, it's outside the box.
And score a free kick.
Top 3 thing is a wild thing to say.
He was the epitome of flopping, and I think that was something that I heard a lot in my youth, especially. People were just like, "This is soccer. What the heck?" You point to Ronaldo as the flopping one that just is the epitome of what you might hate in flopping, but he's also just so great. Right. Like
Roberto Carlos, 18 guys. You guys are smoking crack. Gerson was good. All right. You're going to get a lot of oldies, but goodies. Carlos Alberto, Cafu. Okay.
Are we just forgetting?
Kaká,
my God.
Socrates.
Neymar is the all-time goal scorer for Brazil.
Chicharito's the all-time scorer for Mexico.
And he's probably one of the greatest players to ever do it for Mexico.
One of them. There's probably more than 3 in front of him.
They have him at 7.
That's the cue to wrap up the show. That is the cue to wrap up the show.
If we're talking about legacy, man, and what's been going on?
No. That's that shit's wild. Like that's not okay. He's crazy. Like not the best way to end your career. Like it's stupid. He sucks. Chicharito's still probably Chicharito's probably one of the greatest Mexican players of all time.
What are you doing, Chicharito?
Yeah, shout out to La Michoacana ice cream parlor in Chula Vista.
Dude, hell yeah, dude. The sponsor us, bro.
We're active. I've never been there. Where's that at?
Romario, great shout, 100%. Who else? Rivaldo, dude. World Cup winner.
I'm a strong believer that the game has gotten so much ahead of its time from back then that you put like Rivaldo and all those players in today's modern game and they would not be as good as they were back then.
Wow. Chivas a LeBron guy too.
Are you?
I'm a Kobe guy. I'm a Kobe guy.
Like people with complicated
maybe top 4. Overhyped.
Shit.
Okay.
Let me tell you about my guy Chris Paul. No.
This is how you know it's a break for Wave. We're just talking about Neymar top 3 or not.
Marta top 2.
Yeah,
always.
She is.
That's crazy.
All right. Season's greetings.
Not top.
Everybody, the plot has been lost. Ronaldinho, Cafu in the chat. La Presidenta clapped back at him. It was great. Think about that one song, Zinedine Zidane. I know that entire song.
Zinedine Zidane.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney, Veron, Suarez, Van Basten.
Thank you, everyone, for watching this game.
Thank you, Will Farrell. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, 619 Soccer. Thank you, everybody. Chiva credit to Hogan News. Oh, man. Sad day at the Chiva household that night. All right. For myself, hey, Chiva.
Haters.
Bye.